Yeah, and it's like that. By removing the father, the streets become our fathers.
You drain the out of people.
I'm gonna keep draining until I get my point across.
If you knew that she been with 40 dudes and you could go in and see how she was getting slaughtered by these guys, would you?
Oh hell no!
Thick?
Yeah, something like your body type or a little bit thicker.
Joy Prince, what did you do?
Black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all.
Make me feel like a president. First black president. Dum, 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 dum.
Don't be fucking rude. Are you kidding me?
What's going on? What's going on, y'all? What it do? I got something that I want to get off my chest, but I want to review something. I got a lot of topics I want to review today. Welcome to the Black House. Shout out to all the people who have been supporting the Black House movement and helping the Black House grow and creating the brand that it has today. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all made the Black House the brand that it is. So shout out to the Black House. Super chats, cash apps, likes, share buttons. I really appreciate y'all for that. I want to review something real quick on Lucky's channel. Let me see. I want to review something on Lucky's channel. This is my thing. This is the problem that I always have had with the gender war and how black women think. Hold on. Here it is. Okay. I want to say this before I get into the video. The reason why black men and black women having this gender war, and I hate to say this, black women, but we got to work around your stupidity. And the reason why I say we have to work around your stupidity is that, one, you think you are educated. Two, you believe what the society, you're not realizing what the American society is doing to you and doing to the black families. Because one, the American society, they play against your thirst for materialism. They play against your own emotionalism, and your mental. The society plays against that. And let me break that down. The American government have programmed black women to be the way they are today. They told black women that black men, this is no different from the Willie Lynch letter. A lot of people would say Willie Lynch letter was false and all this other types of stuff. Let's say that's true, but the way life is exhibiting now, it's a fact. When black women get degrees, they automatically assume that they got this power and they is better than a black man. That alone shows how stupid you are at that point. And because you don't realize the reason why they doing the stuff you doing, you just looking to show shallow. And I do believe the reason why us black men, the reason why black men is shallow, like myself for a while, because I was raised up around these women. I'm Section 8 made. I was raised around these women, and they so shallow. They whatever they goes off what somebody can make them feel right now at this moment. And they put black men, they when they think about men, they calculate all the men together and to see who's the most powerful. When they be talking about black men, you ain't working, you ain't doing this. Why, if I go outside and make all this much money, how come you can't? And this is the reason why I say that black women is stupid, because you completely erasing the systematic and shit that black men have to go through. Why do black women erase that? Because black women do not get treated the same as black men here in America. Black women do not get treated the same way how black men get treated. That's one. Two, this indoctrination that you call an education, because when I hear these educated women talking, speaking, they not that bright. I could take any child and program that child and educate that child what I want that child to be. I could take any child and program that child to my liking. And that's what America have done to black women. If somebody was to ask me, Jay Prince, close your eyes and visualize black women, what would you see? And what I would see is the enemy. It's just, okay, for those of you who play chess, right? You got black women that's on the board. You got the king, the queen, all the bishop, knights all on the board. What America have done, you know how you cross over to somebody else's side of the board and you get to claim their pieces. They get to pick which piece do they want to claim. The white man claimed the black man's queen. So he told me, give me your queen. So they gave him the queen. And when you think about it, everything that black women have done between the black man and the black woman, it worked against the black man. Even the women that love us thugs. You mean to tell me you're going to give me surrender your body? You're going to submit your body to me if I delete my brothers, black men? You got King Von S girl saying that she only want to date niggas who got 3 bodies under their belt. She only want to fuck with a nigga that got 3 bodies under his belt. Guess who those bodies is? Those bodies is not black or white men. Those bodies is black men. So you mean to tell me, in order to get a black woman, I got to been done took some niggas out. When you think about everything, marriages. When the white men know what they be doing. See, the problem is black women don't understand that they do not want to see black men and black women with each other. So they elevate the black woman. They elevate the black woman to make her so she can come back to the black community to look at us black men like we ain't shit. But she really thinking that she is powerful. She really assumed that she did something great because she went to go get indoctrinated in a white man's school. Oh, y'all could do the same thing. Most jobs, well, most men will prefer a job that's hands-on. Like these women who that's working these jobs, they ain't doing nothing at these jobs. They not working, building nothing. They're not doing nothing really for real at these jobs. But you gotta ask yourself, why is it that they keep trying to elevate the black woman against the black man? And every time something happened between the black woman and black man, they automatically want to take the black woman's side. Even when, let's just say, I went to school for a lawyer to become a judge. If it's black women on the run, who you think going to get that? Those votes. They're going to make it where that black woman become the judge. When I sit back and I think about the detriments of black men, and I had to put a face of who's the cause, we already know the white folks. But black woman, I pictured the black woman face is shining, heavy. I'm finna give y'all something that just happened to me not too long ago with a black woman. My baby mama. Now, she fucked up and did something to her children, right? She fucked her kids up. Now CPS is involved. I got custody of my child. But she wanted to go to the court and say, I want my baby in foster care because she just didn't want me with her. Whatever the case. It wasn't no problem until because we had shared placement for week on, week off. And then before she did this incident, she used to leave the baby with me months at a time. I had my daughter Legacy the majority of last year. The majority of in fact, I had Legacy way more since she's been born. January, she'd be 3. It was me who was involved in protecting Legacy since she'd been here. Now, since she go to court, this woman been making up false allegations on my name. Luckily, the courts and the police departments, they were like, Jay Prince. Because I was calling them because I'm thinking, you know how it is, you get accused of some shit. So I'm calling, hey, I'll bring my baby them down there right now. What? Check for whatever. They say, no. You don't have to do all of that. We understand when in custody battles, this types of stuff comes up all the time. During custody battles, hold on one, y'all. And they said, we understand in custody battles, this types of stuff comes up all the time. We document it every time you go get your daughter or whatever, she make these allegations off on you. I ain't worried about the allegation because I know me. Right? So she goes to court. Fast forward, she goes to court. try to come up with all this stuff of me being arrested, talking about I'm an alcoholic. She trying to get the baby in foster care. Since she was trying to get the baby with her parents and them, and since they didn't, want it, she want the baby in foster care, right? And the CPS been involved for a whole year, almost a year now. December makes a year. They come to my house all the time. So the judge, I won in court. This bitch gonna call me. Don't be worried, but you can't trust these white people. These people is against us, Jay Brent. I'm telling you, they're against us. They're against us. I said, bitch. These white women been on my side. CPS. They comes to my home. They know the relationships that I have with my children. They see how I'm raising my babies. Regardless what everybody say out their mouth, they see how I'm raising my babies. Right? This black bitch, black. All these people's against you. Don't trust them, Jay Prince. Don't trust them. Those white people, they trying to fuck us up. They trying to take legacy and all this other stuff. I said, shut the fuck up. Shut your punk ass up, black bitch. It's not them. It's not them. Bitch, it's you. It's you. Those white women been the ones advocating. Well, they not advocating. They advocating for legacy. But you got to be, when they come over my house, spit, speck, and spin. She told the people that my house is dirty. I don't know why she tell them that, because her house was the dirtiest motherfucker. And she know my house always been clean. Because I should come over her house and clean her whole shit after Legacy was born. Because I didn't want Legacy in that nasty ass environment. Keep her house filthy. Right? So when they come over there, they see my house clean. She told them people, only thing I got in my refrigerator is beer. They come in, cabinets, refrigerator, cabinets, refrigerator, freezer, full of food. Always cooking. Oh, he keep the clothes of the kids dirty. I just spent a few weeks ago, I just spent $400 at Target. Even before then, because I've been raising my other daughter, especially when we was in Milwaukee. I could show y'all countless of videos of my oldest daughter having, this before Legacy was born, Bath and Body Works, Old Navy, all kinds of brand new stuff. Videos of her going to the beauty salon, getting her hair did, to the point where they say you go take her to the shop every 2 weeks, so you was damaging her hair. I just take her to the beauty salon every 2 weeks. iPhones at 6. No, she was 4 when she got her first iPhone. It was iPhone 6. Yeah. So, but on the flip end, on her end, it was never like that with her children. I'm saying all this. I brought it up to say this. When I have to think about the black women, They are the fucking enemy. And the shit that she was trying to bring up, playing on this white man, which is the judge, playing on this white man and all this other type of stuff. She kind of like know what to say to a judge and all this other type of shit. But I surpassed it because my evidence, the CPS, lawyers, everybody, they were like, Judge, no. Jay Prince, he checked this off. He checked that off. Everything is intact. All my shit is intact. But I realized the black woman is the fucking enemy. When y'all thinking about marriages failing, divorce courts, ask yourself, why did they come up with a no-fault divorce? Because the ones who really utilizing that no-fault divorce is black women. They gave these black women no-fault divorce, meaning they can cancel the marriage at any given time, and then they gave them the degrees. So that's empowerment to black women. They think they powerful because they have a degree. They automatically assume that they are powerful because they got a white man's degree. So when black women get their degrees, they do what the white American government told them to do. They come back to the black man and say, "What y'all doing?" And black man, let's be for real. The white man been fucking the black woman since she been over here in America. And not just physically, but through government assistance, through the courts, and not through education. Anytime stuff happens, they always gonna choose the side of the black woman over the black man. We already know that. So, but the black woman, they get these degrees, they think they did something. And this is why I'm saying they so stupid. What I want to tell black men is, stop trying to guilt trip these black women into being on your team. Just because they give you some coochie, just because they give you some money, that do not mean they on your team. And eventually, see, they come off with all that sweet, nice nothings in the beginning. That's just to will you in. But being with these black women long term, oh, you're going to experience the hell that they putting you through. Ask yourself this too, black man. Then we're going to get into the video. Why is it when black men to get qualified for a black woman as a black man, you have to do all of this violent shit or be in prison? The shit that's detriment to us. King Von woman said, I forgot the woman's name, said she want a man with 3 bodies. And guess what? She cheated on a man with allegedly more than 3 bodies under his belt. That caused them to have friction. Why do I got to have bodies under my belt to be qualified to a black woman? Why do I got to been in prison to qualify to a black woman? Why do I got to go commit robberies and all the wrong shit to be qualified for a black woman? But those same black women Oh, you can't, black man, you can't even cry in front of a black woman. Cry if you want to. Cry if you want to. But when they get those same black women, don't have those qualifiers when they get them a white man. The white man could be emotional. The white man, he don't have to be no criminal. The white man, he don't have to be no thug. The white man, he don't have to have no bodies on his belt. None of that. None of that. Ask yourself, why is that? I've been told, black men, that if the black woman wasn't raised with her father and she government raised, even in their schools, they are against you, black man. You got to think about it. Okay, what will make somebody against you? What will make somebody with you? Let's unpack that. When black women get degrees, do they operate against you or with you? I would say they use it as leverage against you. When you have a baby by a black woman, do they work with you or against you? I would say the majority of niggas that's in child support court is because of the black woman. They working against you. When you get married and there's no fault divorce, they say 70%, 70 to 80% of black women walking out the marriages is they working with you or against you. Now this for the thugs out there. Niggas. If you was a square, would they give you some? I would say absolutely not. They working against you, hey, thugs, niggas in the streets, right? What they call us. Niggas in the streets, right? Having the bodies on your belt, going to prison, selling dope, robbing, pimping. Ask yourself, why do they support you in that? Why is that it's the most popular thing to black women? I would say that's working against you. Because in order to qualify for this woman, I gotta go risk my motherfucking life. I gotta go wipe out another brother. That's working against you. Black women have done nothing that I can sit up here and say they working with me. Not on no petty ass coochie here and there. Not on no petty ass money that they give you. I'm talking about where the shit matters. Where the shit matters. They have proven countless of years that they are the queen for the white man, our opponent. They are our opponent's queen. They not your queen, black man. So all it is trying to convince them they would rather go be with another woman before they take accountability and be a team partner for you. Just pay attention on how we do on these shows, talk shows. Black men said, dog, in order for us to make it, you have to stop doing this. You got to bring the daddy home. How you gonna create these men saying that you can raise these black men to a man and help remove the fathers. And then when those men grow up and they don't act like the men that you want, well, if they don't act when they turn against you, instead of listen to what black men saying, they're ready to go be with a woman. You know why they don't give a fuck about the reason why we having these back and forth arguments. Anytime somebody have a back and forth argument as on supposedly to be on the same fucking team. The reason why, because black women is not like this when it comes to white men. I'm gonna tell y'all that now. Black women is team partners when it comes to white men. They listens. If the white man hold a black woman accountable, she gonna listen. Because that's where she wanna be. That's the team that she wanna be on. The reason why they debunk and buck up at the black man is because black man, she do not want to be on your team. Her degrees is giving her like this. When a black woman get degrees, it's giving her this. Now I can move away from these niggas. I guarantee you, if you put black women in saying, okay, at the moment they graduate with their degree, and she got two doors to walk out of, the black man or the white man, guaranteed husband, right? A guaranteed husband. I will put my top dollar that she gonna walk out the door with that white man. Why is that? Because black women mindset is only programmed for the white man. The white man is the only man can speak to a black woman. In theory, the white man is the only man that can speak to the white man. And if you go against the white man, she will. Black women is so more protective of the white man than is the black man. So I'm saying all this to say this. Black men, stop looking and begging these women to be on your team. Stop. Just fucking stop it. Most of these black women, if they was raised government, especially, it seems like once they go to college, it seems like they program black women into being with other races of men but black men. Black women believes and take on everything that the white man tell. They black, but they got a white man concept of living. Check out Candace Owens. This bitch removed every fucking thing. She tried her best to remove every cause that the white man have done to the black community. And to blame niggas. If that ain't no motherfucking enemy, Candace Owens is the puppet of the black man's enemy. She are the face of the black man's enemy. So I would suggest, black man, another thing. Let me ask y'all another thing. Is she working against you? When the women in your family call you to get into their shit, is that working with you or against you? 9 times out of 10, when you go over there, when a black woman call, is either you finna be dead or go to prison. Point blank simple. Point blank simple. And I'm not finna sit up here on these motherfucking panels and come on this bitch faking and lying like black women is really for me. I'm saying as a whole. Black women is not for you, black man. You on your own. And when they talk about individual, where did black men come up with this individual mindset? See, this how it is. The white man push off this shit to black women, and the black women push it off on us. This is the reason why they removed the fathers from home, because the fathers would have debunked the programming. Black fathers, if they would have been in the homes, they would have debunked the programming. They would have debunked the programming. Since the fathers, the black fathers weren't in the home, the white man was able to program us through the black mothers. Let's talk about one example of that. Ritalin. The white man came up with some dope, gave that black bitch a check, and she would put all her kids on fucking Ritalin. Ritalin and ADD shit, that's a bunch of bullshit that came from the white man. Another one. The ultimate one. Jesus. Jesus motherfucking Christ. Our white fucking stepdaddy. Our white stepdaddy. The white man gave that black woman that book, and that black bitch took that book with a wholeheartedly and passed that shit off on us. Now us black niggas is worship a blind-headed, threaded motherfucking nigga. Blue-eyed nigga. Cause this bitch wanna worship that white man. I wish I would put a goddamn Jesus Christ on my motherfucking wall. You better thank Jesus. Jesus is my man. So basically, anything that white man, like I said earlier, the white man is the only man that can speak to the black woman. Black man, you cannot. She don't even respect you enough for you to speak to them. Only time you can speak to them, the only black man that can speak to the black woman is when you pandering to that bitch. It's when you removing all of her accountability. It's when you blaming niggas and removing her from fault and guilt and shame. Them the only niggas can speak. Or when a black man turned gay. Oh Lord. Why is black women so protective of gay black men? It wasn't until okay, love, so I'm finna drop the link for you. It wasn't until when a black man started moving in their sports, that's when they start getting upset. But when black men been trying to say, you ain't finna have my son out here gaying around this bitch. Oh, what's wrong with that? Everything that these white men try to do to the black community, everything that the white man try to do to the black community to fuck us up, the black woman vouched and they everything, every plan that the white man had that was a detriment to the black community, the black woman protected it, utilized it, taught it, and stood on it. The black woman did. Yes, they did. I can't sit up here. I'm gonna put this link up there. I cannot sit up here in fate. It's Pent Lutz. I will be sitting up here lying my ass off. Like the black woman is not advocating. And now you want to ask yourself, well, what is the motive? Well, Jay Prince, why would white men do all this? What is the motive behind all this? They making black men turn gay, right? Before black men turned gay, they made black men see other races of women, right? So he having babies with other races, black women having babies by other races. Love don't got they whispered in black woman's ear. Love don't got no color. You don't need these niggas. These niggas is a detriment to you. You is better than a black man. You got degrees. You making 6 figures. What can that nigga do for you? This is no different from the Willie Lynch letter. It's just in a different form. Yeah, they look at it just because we don't get beat no more. It's the same shit. We getting whooped in financially whooped, and they giving the black woman the financial whip to whip our ass. So at that point, the black woman don't see the black man as some powerful or protector. What is the motive? I'm going to show you the motive. I'm going to show y'all the motive. The end goal. The end goal is this. Okay, y'all, I'm going to pull it up. This is the white man's motive. As long as we can make the black man gay, where he ain't reproducing, because they really don't want him with the white woman. This is the goal. This says 2040. What would America look like? Congressional Black Caucus. Damn near white folks. The world gonna be white. This what they want. This what they want to see. I'm gonna bring you up, melanated, right now.
Hey JP,
Hey, Lutz, what's going on? Don't start that
why you
shit.
on here ranting? You know I'm about to start some shit.
Go
Why you
ahead.
on
What you got to
here
say?
ranting and raving so early?
No, because I was watching a little bit of Lucky in the video,
Oh,
and they seem like they're acting confused of
confused
why
how?
the shit the way it is today. This is the white man's motive. Via do love don't got no color. Do niggas ain't shit. I got a degree and all of this other type of shit. This gonna cause this. That's what's gonna happen. And it's been working because we no longer see this. We no longer see this. Why is this?
So
Over Go
maybe
ahead.
if you got out and traveled, you would see that.
Man, this is crazy. Majority. So you mean to tell me niggas of this color don't get on platforms?
I don't know. Maybe they not up here arguing and bitching about black women and white men all the time. So maybe not.
No, 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 no. So you stereotyping these niggas.
No, I'm going against what you're saying. Everybody don't be on YouTube all the time just complaining. Some people do actually go outside and live their lives.
I understand that I live my life,
Oh, okay.
but here's the thing though.
Mhm.
You cannot. So are you telling me? Let me take this down. Let's just me and you have a conversation, right?
I'm listening.
So are you telling me that everything that I just named of black women being the enemy of the black man, where's the lie in that?
JP, do you really think we're that black women are y'all enemies? Just be for real. Or is this like satire and for content? Because you can't really think that.
Wholeheartedly, yes.
No, you don't. I know better.
Wholeheartedly, yes.
Why?
Everything I just named proves it's this definition. First, let's look up the word definition of enemy or not a team partner. Black women have done everything on the scale that worked against the black man and the black families. When you talking about having the fathers in the home to raise the boys, when you talk about the divorce rates, when you talking about I got a degree leveraging her degree over the man and to say niggas ain't shit because she making 6 figures, everything black women have done, it worked against the black man.
So
It pushed her back.
you've
It pushed
personally
the black families back
experienced this
because we
saying
got
that.
working around black women's stupidity.
You've personally experienced black women saying that to you. I'm better than you because I make 6 figures or I got such and such degree. Or are you just speaking from stuff that you hear on YouTube again?
Yes, and they don't got to speak it to me.
Why they don't?
They show it by their actions.
So you could tell. So me and you walking down the street, right? I don't say nothing to you except for good morning, and you're automatically gonna be like, "That bitch thinks she better than me because she got a degree." That don't make sense.
You cannot. So are you saying that black women don't try to leverage their degrees against black men?
Not nobody that I know, and I know a bunch of women with degrees.
Oh my god,
That's the only reason I came up here because y'all try so hard to label us like we are just horrible to y'all.
y'all
It's
are.
never it's never no accountability on y'all behalf. It's
See
always
that,
black
and
women this,
that's
black women
another
that, black women, black
thing,
women. Let it go.
and that's another thing. When black men is speaking what they got, whatever they feeling towards black women, you want us to take accountability. No, fuck that. No,
So it don't start with
that's gonna
y'all.
show you that
It
they
don't
don't give
start
a
with
fuck
men,
about how
bro.
you feel. The
I ain't
black
say
men,
I
that's
felt
gonna
no
show
type of
you
way.
they don't want to hear they don't want to hear no they don't want you hear no type of concerns or complaints against them. They basically telling you, black man, put up with my shit. Put up with me being your enemy. If you don't want to put up with that, well, bye. I'm going to the white man or the white or another black one or another woman.
How? Hold on. I just want to say this real quick. How y'all say I sound like Venus when I'm from Louisiana and Venus is from New York? Like that don't make sense. But
You do got a
anyway,
little Venus tone to you.
I got a little Venus tone.
Yeah.
Oh God, here come this guy.
Big up family, how y'all?
What's up, bro?
But no, I was not telling you or trying to invalidate how you feel. It's just like it's always complaining. What's the solution?
Well, at that point, the solution would be
And
black
if
men.
you say something crazy about some hitting women, it's gonna go left.
Black men understand that you out here alone. Don't stop trying to guilt trip these women because if you on a team The team listens to the team. When they on that cheerleading team and dance team, they get held accountable and they listens. You know why they listens? Because they want to be there. They want to see them win the game. So that they know in order to win the game, they're gonna have to listen and cooperate to win on that team.
Facts. And please let me say this.
So when it
This will be
comes to the
very brief.
black family, when it comes to the black family, the black woman don't want to listen because she's not interested in preserving the black families. She's not interested in the black families to win because she have adopted the white man. Black women got a white man concept.
But Jay
I
Prince,
don't
may I
know who
say this
you.
though?
Oh, go
Melanated
ahead.
Lux is hold on, please let me say this. Melanated Lux is a mulatto. She does not represent black
No, I'm
women.
not.
With all
I'm
due respect. And I'm not trying to
100%
be
black.
funny at
You're
all.
not gonna get up
I'm
here
not
and
trying to
tell
troll.
me
When
I'm
I
a
say this, I'm not
mulatto.
trolling.
You
Please
sound
let me say this. I'm
crazy.
not trolling. Please, one at a time. When I say this, I'm
I
not
hate
trolling.
coming up on these fucking panels
My
because every
God.
time I get up here, one of y'all try to tell me I'm mixed. I'm black.
You're a
All
mulatto.
black. I just got a light skinned mama and a light skinned
Yes.
daddy. I'm
Mulatto
black.
parents. Just like me.
I'm
You're a
black.
mulatto just like me.
And
But
my
please let me
mama
say this.
black.
Hey, Miss
My
Lockhart.
mother's a mulatto, just like you. But please let me say this one at a time. Now, and I respect Jay Prince for what he's saying, but I've noticed that, and really on this platform, I noticed that when Jay Prince is addressing the black community and how the black family should operate, I noticed you'll have mulattoes jumping in the middle, claiming to be black, trying to derail the discussion. Now, what Jay
I'm
Prince said,
black. You're not about to come up
all
here and
right,
tell me
so
I'm not black.
what I'm saying is Jay Prince actually gave constructive criticism to the black community, and it's it behooves us as mulattoes to focus on the mulatto community and stop trying to derail blacks. Really,
I'm black. So you're not about to sit up here and tell me what I'm not and try to invalidate my
we see your
experience or
picture,
what I got
sis.
to say.
We see your
I don't
picture.
care.
You're
Y'all act
mulatto.
like black people can't be lighter
Yes,
complected.
due to
Get
race
over
mixing,
it.
mulattoes. Yes, you're talking about mulattoes, miss.
My mama nor my daddy are
You just
mixed
said both of your
people.
parents.
They're
All right, let's
light
just talk
skinned.
about
So
it.
black people
All
can't
right.
be light skinned.
You're African American. That is the product of race mixing, miss. You're a
I'm
mulatto.
black. Like
All
I
right.
said. So
You're in
moving on.
denial. You're a closeted mulatto.
No,
And I'm
definitely
like, look,
not.
look,
But
you see
anyways,
how the
Jay Prince
discussion is
talk to me
derailed?
because I'm not
Hold
talking to
on.
him. I'm not
Let
derailing shit.
hold
You
on.
just
Let
not
Jay
gonna tell
Prince
me
get
what
back to
I
the black
am.
community though. Let him talk about the black community, please, Miss Melanated. You don't ain't got that much melanin, melanated. Keep
But
it
I
real.
am
You ain't
melanated.
got that much melanin. Yeah,
That's
hey,
fine.
you're a mulatto. Keep it
So
real.
that
So please let
invalidates
Jay
me
Prince
being
address
black
the
because you
black
think I
community.
look mixed.
You are mixed. You're in
I'm
denial.
definitely
Please
not mixed.
let the
So
brother address the
JP,
black
sorry to hack
community,
your show,
please.
but we could argue about this all day.
Yeah. I want to get back to the point. I don't want us to
Thank
get
you.
derailed
I
off
said
that.
what I said though.
Yes, melanated. I do think that black women have proven you cannot sit up here and tell me you on my team and you not the enemy when you prove that you are
Hold
not
on.
on my team and you
Let me tell
are.
you this. To me, it sounds crazy for you to get up here and be like, "Oh, all of y'all team up with white people." I don't even fuck with white people. I'm not trying to be funny when I say that. I don't interact with white people unless it's in the workplace. So that sounds crazy
Push come to
for you
shove, you're
to
gonna
try to tell
operate.
me who I
If
deal
push
with
come
and
to
stuff like
shove,
that.
you're gonna
I don't have white
utilize their
friends,
systems. You're
huh?
gonna utilize push come to shove. You will utilize their systems that worked against black men.
And what systems are those? Because
It
those
could be
same
a system
systems
for
work against
example.
us just like they work against
For an
y'all.
example,
But
I just seen a court case of this black woman deleted her husband and made up these lies, said he was abusive and got off.
how do you know they were lies? Were you in the home with them? Was it not documented that he was being abusive?
Well, on the flip side, a lot of black men can will tell you that they also experience abuse from women. So, melanated, are you telling me that if I give me a black woman and if she verbally abusive, use verbal violence, mental violence, and physical violence,
Jay,
I got the right to take her life?
I don't think nobody should put their hands on
No,
anybody.
do I have the right to take her life?
I don't think anybody should put
But
their hands on anybody. It should
why is it
never get that far
excusable?
gone. That's what
Why
I'm
is it
saying.
excusable? Why is it excusable?
Oh no, but you act like I'm the spokesperson for all black women. I'm not. I speak for me. Do I align and agree with them on certain topics? Yes, but I'm not the poster child for everybody or all women. That's just not what we're gonna do today.
Well, until you, since
It
you
ain't
are
no
not like
until
those,
nothing.
and since you are, let's just say I go off that, right? Since you are not them, until we start seeing the black women that's not like the rest of the black women coming out
So
and in
change your
real life
surroundings.
and making yourself stand out like you on our team or whatever the case, because it seems like y'all all the same thing.
Explain. Because what if I grouped all black men together? Then what?
Y'all do.
No, we
Niggas
don't.
ain't shit.
We know that it's different
Y'all say
caliber of
niggas ain't
black
shit.
men.
Y'all say niggas ain't shit. Y'all better than black men.
Are y'all shit?
I ain't shit because I
Hold
that's
on.
Okay, thank
But
you
Jay
for
Prince, hold
admitting
on, please let
that.
me say this. Jay Prince, please let me say this. Now, Melanated just said something very honest. Melanated just admitted she is not the poster child for black women. She
Boy,
is a
let it
mulatto.
fucking go
So
and stop
really, are
talking
you
to
having a
me. Don't
dialogue
even
with a
put my
mulatto
name in
woman?
your mouth.
I don't want to
That
Really,
keep
don't
you're
got
drilling
talking
nothing
to
to
a
on.
do with
mulatto
it.
woman
I
about
don't
black
speak
women.
for all black women.
You
That's
don't.
what I
You speak for
said.
mulatto women. I agree with
No,
you. You
I
speak for
don't. I
mulatto
don't speak
women.
for them either. Let it
All
go.
right, so
I
you're in
see you
denial
every
now.
time you on somebody's
All
panel,
right.
you get up there and do the same shit.
Yeah, I don't want to keep
Leave me
derailing on
alone.
with
All right,
that.
I'm just being honest with you. I mean, Jay Prince,
I
just be
don't
honest.
care.
Look
Stop
at her
talking to
picture.
me.
Is this a
I
black
don't
woman?
want to
When you think
derail
about a black woman, just
derail
keep
on.
it real. When you think about a black woman, look at this woman's picture. Is this what you think about? Melanated? Look at that. Is that a black woman? Just be honest.
I'm black.
I
And I'll
don't
mute
want
up.
I don't want to derail it, man. You always derail it
That's
with the
what he
same
do
thing.
every time he get on
And I'm
somebody's
just
panel,
saying,
and I
black should
see
speak
him
on
up
black
there. He want
issues.
to derail
No,
it.
I'm just saying,
Let
black should speak
let
on
me
black issues.
live.
Mulattoes got to speak on mulatto issues. That's all I'm saying. And I'll mute up, though. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. But go on, Jay Prince. You were saying you ain't shit. Are you the poster child for all black men?
Yes,
No, you're not.
yes, I am.
No, the hell you're not.
The poster child of black men is
You're
that we
not. You represent a
listen.
certain demographic of black
No, no,
men.
no, 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 no.
Yes.
See, this how America view black men. He the threat. He the enemy. He the bad guy. I don't give a fuck if I got an education or I goes to prison. Black man is the target. That's just the bottom line. So yes, I am the poster child. It don't matter what I'm doing in my life.
I guarantee you, everybody
I'm a
that's in
nigga,
your
so I'm a
chat
target.
that's a man would say otherwise. That you are not the
Because they
poster
not
child
aware.
or
They,
the
they,
token
they
black
know
person.
because they have been educated to sleep.
Ain't nobody sleeping on you.
No, no. What I'm saying is these black men have been educated and put to sleep. They're not realizing that they are the target of America. When we are the
So
bad guys
let
of
me,
America. So if somebody had to shoot somebody, why not shoot a black man?
JP, let me ask
No,
you
no, no.
something, right?
Go
Hold on,
ahead.
just real quick. Instead of sitting on YouTube every day or however often you're up here complaining, are you doing anything in your community to make a difference?
What difference can I make? How could I
You could
public
do
opinion?
something, start a nonprofit, try to give back to men
A
that you think
nonprofit. How
represent
many
the
nonprofits
demographic
have
that
black
you
men
do.
have started through
Y'all can start
during the
that. I know
duration of
very
us
many
being
black
here?
men. Hold on. I know very many black men, some from Bruise's channel, that have nonprofits.
What have those nonprofits? That still's not going to
They give
change.
back to kids. I know somebody from
You know
Bruise's
how long
channel.
we've been
Hold
giving
on.
back to kids? That's still not going to change the fact that we are the America's target by white folks, other folks, and black women. Black
Black
women take
women not
advantage
target
of that.
y'all.
Of black women take advantage of that black man being a target just
I
as
feel
well as
like you
everybody else.
just want to
Okay,
be a
so
victim.
so
That's
okay,
it.
melanated. So you are you telling me that black women
You
haven't
want to be a
utilized?
victim.
No, no. Listen,
Okay.
are you telling me that black women haven't utilized that lies to get black men put in prison for false allegations? Are you telling me that black women haven't participate and removing him from his children? Are you telling me that black women have not
So you can't remove somebody
divorced
that wants
their
to be
husbands
president.
just off
Y'all
free
left,
will?
and men are still leaving from being fathers too. If y'all actively wanted to be there,
Because
there's
it's
courses of
difficult.
action if it's a bad relationship between the mother and father.
The reason why it's a bad relationship, it should never be a bad relationship between the mother and father. The reason why it's bad relationship because the women want to buck up and they want to be stubborn against the
So
black
you
men.
know what fixes people bucking up and stubbornness? Conversations.
No. You want us to
Oh
drop
yeah.
down to a black woman's level?
Conversations. That's not dropping down to a
Absolutely
level.
not.
Healthy dialogue will fix a lot of these
Black
issues that
women
we have
don't
in
give
the
a fuck
household.
about how much sense that we make because she don't care how much sense we can say 2 plus 2 is 4. They're gonna debunk it just off GP because they are not on our teams. You is not finna sit up here and lie as if black women is on the same
Boy,
team.
I'm not
Well,
lying.
give me
And
some.
you know I'm not lying.
Oh, okay, well, give me some examples systematically or whatever that the shit that counts that proves that black women have been on the black man's side.
We're
Go.
always on y'all side. We are always on the front
What,
lines
tell
marching
us.
for y'all. We also
Tell
try
us.
to pour into y'all to make y'all better as a whole. Y'all aren't receptive to nothing that we do. If
Okay, well,
if
how
we
do
see,
y'all go about
hold on,
pouring into us?
even if we see single black fathers like yourself, we always are trying to reach out and help you with your kids as well. We don't have to do that, but y'all just want to be
Jay
at
Prince,
odds
please.
against
And
us
I've
for
been
no
muted up
reason.
for a reason. I've been muted because I wanted to let Melanated Lux talk, but I had to say this. Jay Prince, you have to see that she will not understand your point because she is not black. Really, brother.
You're
You trying to talk to
ignorant.
somebody
That's
that
all
never
you
understand your point.
giving.
She will
I'm
never
black.
understand your point, brother.
I'm
I'm
black,
keeping it
and I
real
talk
with
to my black ass daddy 4 and 5
you.
times a
Yeah. All
day.
right,
So
brother.
try
All
again.
right, bro. All right,
Try
well, Jay
again.
Prince, you try to convince her then. I mean, the black man's plight. Really.
What I'm saying is, like, okay, true, black women work off their impulse, right? You might catch them and do some little nice shit. What I'm saying, living with a black woman, living with them for a duration of time.
Hold on. Let me say something. 40 Boom. Nobody said, especially not me, that I'm trying to control men or tell you how to be a man. A man. That's where y'all get everything twisted because y'all take people having conversations and want it to be like, that bitch trying to tell me what to do. She trying to control me. I never said nothing of that sort. Y'all got to get out of y'all own ways sometimes and drop them egos that y'all have because that's going to be your downfall, whether it's coming from me or somebody else or even another man. Y'all are crazy.
See, that's tactics that black women always say. They will fuck us up, and when we call it out, oh, you crazy, you need some help. So we
JP, do
used
you
to that.
think it's cool or healthy for you to get up here? Because even when it's not coming from me, like let's say for instance, Anton or somebody that some people look up to in this space as a man, you're not receptive to them when they be talking. You start going on a rant about how because that person got money, they think they better than y'all and shit like that.
Well,
It's
I'm
always a
going to call out.
disagreement.
I'm going to call out certain. See, here's the thing. Anton can speak some good, real shit sometimes, but if it's some other shit that's not hidden right, I'm gonna call that out. And I
But it's
also
not
pay attention to a nigga
calling.
actions.
I feel like with you, if it doesn't align with whatever you think, it's an issue.
2 plus 2 is what?
Oh no, don't ask
Do
me
you
something
align with
now.
that?
You know what it
Do you
is.
align with 2 plus 2 equals 4?
Of course. But
Why
you're
do you
not
align with that? How
willing
come
to
you're not
switch
challenging
up
that?
and try to better your situation
How
so
come
that you
you're
don't
not
come
gonna
off
challenge
as
2 plus 2
bitter.
equals 4?
Huh?
How come you won't challenge 2 plus 2 equals 4?
I'm not challenging nothing. I just get tired
What's
of every
five
time
plus
I come
five?
on
I
you,
say it's
and you
10.
know I rock with you sometimes, JP. But you know if you on bullshit, I'm gonna tell you on bullshit. And today you're on bullshit, sitting up here talking about the black woman and the white man. I know your audience may want to hear that, but come on. Do you really feel like black women are against you? Like dead
Yes,
ass.
wholeheartedly. I
You
don't
think
trust.
so?
I don't
Me
look
as
at
a
black
black woman,
women.
you think I'm
I don't.
against you,
When I look
JP?
at black women, I don't see them on my team.
So
Fuck
JP,
no.
you think
All
I'm
I'm asking
against
you,
you?
Melanated, can you give me some examples that can prove to black men to shut me the fuck up right now.
I just shut you the fuck up.
No, you did not.
Yes,
You
I
haven't gave no
did.
examples
You
that
don't
prove
like
that
what I
black
said,
women.
but that don't mean I was wrong.
You haven't gave no examples where the shit counts and matters.
Okay, so tell me
Black
what
women
as
played on
black
the
women,
opposite
what do we
side.
need to do? Tell me what you want black women to do.
I want black women to
And if it's some shit like shut up and be submissive and all of that, I ain't trying to hear it.
I want black women to get out of black men way and
How we in your way though?
go y'all way and follow the man that y'all been following, that white man, and leave us the fuck alone.
Okay. Just remember you said that. So the next time you up here begging for cash apps, remember I'm gonna keep my money in my fucking pocket, okay?
Why I
That's
gotta be
right.
begging for cash apps? I'm
Oh
putting in work.
no. You asking
I'm giving
you
y'all
asking
a
for cash
service.
apps, asking for it, and
So,
just
wait,
like giving it
so
to you
wait,
is begging, my boy.
so
But remember, but just remember you said
ain't
that.
this
So
the
like I
service
said, I'm gonna keep
that
a
I'm
little
giving?
change in my pocket. That's
Ain't
all I'm
this the
saying.
service? Ain't this
You
the
Yeah,
can't
service?
say I'm against you
melanated.
and I'm being supportive.
Man,
Now,
No,
Yeah,
okay.
hey,
ain't this
melanated.
the service?
Donate to the
shaking that bucket
mulatto
for that
movement.
goddamn cash
Ain't
app.
this the service that I'm getting offering?
Shaking that bucket for that cash app, ain't you, JP?
Yeah, that's what
Shucking
I'm
and
saying.
jiving.
Oh man.
Melanated Lux, just donate that money to the mulatto movement. It's all
Oh
Oh
good.
no,
shit, here we
JP know
go.
I rock, but I don't like that. Don't be trying to shame people,
You just
and we
donate that
do
money to the
support you.
mulatto movement.
I
It's
want
all
to.
good, sis.
So my issue with JP is I want to see him win. Probably more than he want to win, but this ain't gonna win.
Why not? Educating,
It's
waking up my
not. And
black
then
brother.
you're raising girls. Like, do you want your daughters to go through and be like, "This is what black men think
I
of black
truly
women"?
believe if the black woman wasn't raised by her daddy, she's not worth being with.
No, don't say that, brother. That's not worded that way, King.
That's the way it is.
Nah.
Because if she was raised by her daddy, she would have some type of respect and understanding of the black man. The
If
black
who
woman
was
was
raised by their
not raised
daddy?
by her daddy, she's no good.
No, brothers. Please,
Government,
let's not say that.
she is government raised, she is government influenced, and so she gonna operate government style, and the government style is against niggas. When you think about it, all of the women that fucked you up, and when you go back in that history, they did not have no black man that they respected growing up like they father.
Shit, nigga. What the fuck? I mean, I'm keeping it real. You gonna have some women that got they come from a two-parent household that's still gonna play the game, nigga. I'm keeping it real. So,
JP, why
I
don't you
She
just
mean,
gonna
go
bite,
pick up
she
them
gonna
babies?
bite into the government programming. Yeah.
Why don't you
no,
go some of
brother.
them babies, man? Leave them babies
That's what
alone.
I'm saying. You got women that come from a two-parent household. Their parents raised them correct, and they still play you like a fiddle. So now you can't
That's why
say
you have to
one or the
properly
other.
vet people.
That's right.
Exactly.
The government is
Exactly.
influenced. Ain't no properly vet nobody
It
because
is some properly vet.
a woman can be good to you for 20 years, and in that 21st year, she gonna utilize the government and go everything gets. We have seen it in divorce courts all the time.
But you want to sit up here. Everything is not always perfect in all relationships, right?
Well, how come black men don't get that grace?
Y'all do get that grace.
Y'all
If you
want
don't
to say
want to say, I don't.
when
So
black
let me
women
say
fuck
this:
us
if
up,
a
where everybody ain't
relationship or
perfect.
a marriage
But
is
when a
bad for
black man
y'all,
fuck y'all up, y'all don't say he ain't perfect. Y'all say he need to be dead. He need to be in prison.
I ain't never
He
heard
need to
nobody say no shit like that.
listen.
Cut it out.
You lying now. No
You
disrespect. You not.
stretching.
I ain't gonna
No,
say you
you
lying,
lying. I
but
ain't
come
never
on.
heard no
Keep it
woman,
real.
no
Nah,
black
women
woman
that
say a
they
man
done
need to be
cursed
dead
niggas.
or in prison. Y'all
They
are
said women
horrible.
told me
We
that.
feel baby. Fuck
Hold on,
this.
I'm a mulatto, and a black woman told me that. She said the police killed me. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna make a graphic statement, but yeah,
So
they have
that
said
goes
some
back
negative
on
things about me.
properly vetting because
They
if you
said some
vetted
negative
somebody, they
things, man.
probably wouldn't have told you that.
It hurt my feelings too when they said it too. So I'm just keeping it real.
It
Y'all
sounds
say
like
a
you're
lot of
gonna
negative
laugh,
things.
so it don't even come off as somebody hurt your feelings.
I mean, I got
So what
over it.
did you
Fuck it.
say to her, or what did you do to trigger that? Nothing.
All
You
right,
gonna
I'm
sit
gonna
up here
keep
and
it
say you
real,
ain't
and
do
I'm glad
nothing?
you asked me that. And this will be
Hmm.
brief. I was
Okay.
actually lobbying professionally. I'm a lobbyist, and I was advocating for anti-abortion legislation. And I'm not gonna say the elected official, but one of their staff members. Uh, Not only did they threaten to call the police on me, they actually did. And I said, if they come and kill me, you gonna be proud? And she said, Hell, motherfucking yeah. I hope they kill your motherfucking ass dead.
Well, you,
So yeah, I'm keeping it real. You know what I'm saying?
You just Samuel L. Jackson on your dog.
Yeah, facts. And matter of fact, I got the clip on my page. Y'all can go to my page. My page is multi-generational mulatto. You'll see the footage. Let me just go to the page.
all right, let me know if y'all can hear this right quick. Let me get into the good part.
What is this, JP? What is this?
This Lucky, and she did a show last night.
Having a misunderstanding of what a man looked like. It's not a tough way of carrying yourself. You could be a man that plays the guitar and wears open-toed sandals and be certified with your hands and know how to beat somebody. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have a look. And I feel like a lot of women through propaganda just have a certain persona of what manhood looks and sounds like, when a real man is really more discerning and more laid back. It's not over the top and loud. Like, these are all superficial, fictional personas of manhood that I feel like we take on or we follow from propaganda and television. That's not really how men really are. So they're there, but a real man shouldn't be loud. You know what I'm saying? He should be more observant, in my opinion. What you think about that, Monson?
I think that's absolutely correct. And I would also like to.
We can't hear it, JP. You on mute, man, if you're trying to talk to us. JP, we can't hear you. You on mute, brother, if you're trying to talk to us.
Man, every time I get ready to play these videos, and I can't get that studio. I think that OBS studio, I can't get that out of my system.
What do you mean out of your system, dog? What are you talking about?
When I load up on StreamYard, it got the little OBS symbol all the time.
The white man trying to hold you back. That's what it is, man. Keep it real.
Is he serious?
Okay, you'll blame the white man.
Keep it real.
God damn, JP.
Jesus.
God damn the white man. So hold on, JP. You downloaded this video to your StreamYard?
No, I'm playing it off YouTube.
Okay, so it should play then.
Miss Lockhart.
What to do with this though?
Miss Lockhart, can you come up here and play the video for me?
How's she going? She got access to your thing? Are you going?
Yeah, she know how to drop it and put it in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, she know how to drop it and put it in the chat.
Well, then why don't you just tell us what the video was about, JP?
Well, so far the videos they were describing the relationships between black men and black women.
So did you watch the video?
Yeah, I had watched a good portion of it, and then she had played this clip where this other black man, they was talking about this dude. He was working. He get paid $14 an hour, and this other man, he became rich. And it's always those niggas sit up there, they become rich and try to tell niggas what they like. Come on, like I don't get niggas, dog.
JP, let me ask you a question, dog. Why do you have issues with brothers who got money now? Why? Why is it, man?
Let's get into it because I want to know too.
Why do Jay Prince got issues when niggas get money? Because the niggas that I see,
I didn't say the N-word, JP.
Okay, when those dudes get money, it's like they get tricked out of the gold in the fight. They become America. They do the same American shit. Go buy cars, houses, diamonds, designers, and walk around and hit this bitch they nose up and point down at the niggas in the hood where they also come from.
So, but those dudes you just described right there, those are broke mindset dudes who sit there and buy cars. Why would you, if you got money, why would you invest in something like that? That you're not going to cars, money, and what you just sit there and say, clothes and all those investments. There's no return on.
What I'm trying to say, Hank, knowing the conditions that black men are in,
yeah,
we not in no position to be getting relaxed because you got money and stuff, getting relaxed and just walk around this bitch like you in the same position as everybody else. What I want to do, if I got money, I want to build us a military, invest into us our own military.
Okay.
It could be teaching young niggas how to martial arts, stuff like that, shit that matters. So if we do decide to build some sort of financial literacy, we will at least have a better stance to protect it. That's one. Two, those niggas with money, they don't create no systems. For one, I would say for black men, and then for black people. Black men can't go to black men for stuff that they need. They still got to go to white men and beg. Black men with money. Kanye a billionaire, Jay-Z a billionaire. He don't got a plethora of houses or housing that that black men could go to with his family. He don't have none of that.
How do you know,
Hey,
Jay?
Prince, can you put the link in the back chat, please, sir?
Okay.
How do you know this though, Jay?
Unless you, I know for a fact because I know how niggas move.
Okay, so T.I. bought damn near a whole neighborhood.
Who?
A whole neighborhood. T.I. in Atlanta. He bought damn near a whole neighborhood. Why the hell you want to buy a military, JP?
Because in order, if you want to build something, you got to be able to protect it. That's how Black Wall Street got taken down, because we didn't have no army there to protect it.
Well, JP, you talk about during a time where they didn't want us to see to have nothing. We can have something now, JP.
No. You still got to be able to protect it.
Okay. Well, you could protect it with laws.
That's America. Man, they violate their own laws every day. I'll put it back there. They violate their own laws every day. How many times when people got to record and they constantly tell police what they can't do and cannot do?
They're not following the laws. They breaking it. Those you talking about individuals break laws, right?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, even if you got something clear cut,
okay, it's in there.
Huh?
It's there. You just have to allow me to share my screen.
You still got to go through all these hoops to even pull. Like, come on, like, man, like the gaslight be so real.
May I ask what minute mark you want this at?
Go to the 7-minute mark.
So JP, you still haven't told me why you dislike guys with money, because you said they go out here and buy cars.
I did tell you.
You said they go out here and buy. Okay, that's all you said, JP.
I
so
know
you don't like them because they got more material stuff than you?
No, that's not the point of it. That's not the point of nothing. That material shit don't mean shit. Okay, well, y'all. What I'm saying is, black men, you not in no position collectively to be, when you do get money, to be just sitting up there just buying, like you only think about yourself.
So JP, again, I ask you, why don't you like them? You haven't said anything about why you don't like them, other than
they don't move. They got tricked out of the fight that our post leaders had. They not own the same shit that our post leader was. They own some type of shining, looking good, and want to toot their nose up in the air and shit.
So JP, they don't move what you want to them to do. You don't like them. Is that what it is?
Yes,
Oh
they
my
not doing nothing for the black man movement.
So I have a
All these
question.
black men got money. Why are we still in the lowest position, far as like with everything?
What are you talking about as a
So what?
collective, as an individual? Some people are being
Well,
successful.
fuck individually. You not in a position to be moving individually. What makes white men powerful? Because they move as a unit. What
No,
makes Mexican powerful? Because they move as a unit. The white man will not be shit. Won't be nothing. Will not be powerful at all if they move individually.
JP, we and you can't get along on the same mindset because you have an issue with people who got money because they not spending like you want them to spend it. So how
Because
can we?
they spend it on shit
Hold on,
that don't matter.
Well, JP,
Knowing
how
the
do we
position that
come
we
to
are
a
in,
collective if we can't even agree on that, JP?
knowing the position that we are in, why the fuck would you be spending money on dumb shit? And why you should be building your own empire instead of only thing you doing is creating shit to make us work and keep the white man foot on our neck.
So you want us to build into an empire that your broke ass is not willing to pour into either. What are you going to do for
Yeah,
the
my
empire?
broke ass. Okay,
What are
okay.
you going to do for the
For an
empire?
example,
Okay, JP, if I'm rich,
Kanye is
and
for
I'm
an
building an
example. He
empire, hold on, JP, let me finish. Let me finish. If I'm building an empire, what is JP going to do for my empire?
we're working with inside that empire, and,
What
and
are you going to do, JP, as an individual? What are you going to do?
And big, please let me say this. I don't know how y'all missing that point that JP is making. Other groups are more successful than us because they operate as a unit, whereas
Okay.
we as African Americans, we try to be individualistic,
Okay,
and that's why
Malala,
our
we
communities
appreciate
are
that,
being
brother. Thank you,
eradicated.
brother. Thank you. But
So
JP
can I
still
say
hasn't
something?
told us what is he
yeah,
going to do for the
yeah.
group.
Okay. So I just want to say I feel like a lot of us as black people, this is collectively this time, we have crab in a barrel mentality, like we don't want to see one another do better than the other, but I don't feel like you should be telling people where and how to spend their money because there's other ways that you could give back. Like
Well,
say
yes,
different
yes, I
programs
should.
that
Yes, I should hold my.
that.
I should hold black men accountable because, like, for an example,
But you can't hold nobody
just look at
accountable
it.
when
Just
it
look
comes
at this
to
for an example.
spending their funds.
Okay, look. Okay, Kanye was one of the richest black men here in America, billionaire. When that black man opened his mouth to the Jews, they told him to shut the fuck up, nigga.
Exactly.
In
No, he
fact,
didn't.
since you open your
No,
fucking
JP.
mouth,
No,
we
and
finna
he didn't open his
hold
mouth
on.
to the
We
Jews.
finna penalize
He
you.
insulted. He
Oh my
insulted the Jews. Don't say what he just said. Nice things about Jews, and they told him to shut the fuck up.
Hold on, you're missing
That's
his
not.
point, Hank. Hold on, mute up,
No, no,
Hank.
no,
Let him make
no.
his
I
point,
understand the man's point.
No, you
brother.
don't.
You
Clearly, you
don't,
do.
brother.
Yes, I do, JP. You're full of shit. You hate motherfuckers who got money. It's
That's
plain and
not what
simple.
he's
I
saying,
got you.
brother.
No, no,
Hey,
that
let
is
me
what
say
he's
this
saying,
and I'll mute up.
Rolando.
Hold on. Can I say this and I'll mute up? This will be brief. Now, and I actually agree with JP on this actual point. As African Americans, because I'm not even black, I'm African American. We have to acknowledge what is the accumulative effect of us not recycling the African American dollar. We have to ask ourselves that. That's a great point.
JP hates
Exactly.
black
And I'm
men
not trying.
because
I
they
ain't
got
say that
money.
to just
JP said there and
put
said
y'all in
that.
the box.
He said he don't like them because they got money and they're not doing what
No,
he
brother.
wants them to do.
No,
That
no.
is what
And he
JP
actually
said.
gave a great example. He gave the example of the Caucasians that claim to be Jews. When
No,
they
he didn't give that an
listen,
example.
listen to what he
That's not
said,
example
brother.
he gave. He came.
Come on,
The
one
example
mic.
he gave that Kanye has said something about the Jews and the Jews.
Exactly. And hold on. And watch what. And this is
What does that
this.
got to do
Hold
with?
on. Hold on. One mic. I'm trying to respond to that. One mic. Now, and that was actually a great point that he made. The Caucasian they claim to be Jews, they have created their own infrastructure, their own industry, so much so that they have the power to shut off our income.
For the record, Caucasians don't claim to be
That's a
Jews.
fact. That's
Jews
a
are
great
who
point.
Jews are.
Why are we not
It's two
recycling the
different
African American
things.
dollar to the point
You can't put
that
one in the
the
same.
opinion of other
I know
communities
they're
don't
both
even
white.
affect us?
I
I
know they're
want to
both
hear
pale
what Hink
faced.
is saying. Can we listen to what Hink is saying? Because I want to be able to hear it.
I mean, Hick was interrupting me, miss. You might
No,
you have
no,
to at
you
least
came up
acknowledge
here and
that.
interrupted. You came in up here and interrupted me, brother. I
No,
didn't
that's
Okay.
tell
not
you.
true. But go ahead, Hank.
No, well, go ahead, brother. Go ahead and finish because I'm
No,
about to
look,
let you
I
finish.
made my point. We have to acknowledge what is the accumulative effect of us not recycling the African American dollar. Go ahead.
So again, we can't even agree. JP and I asked JP What is he going to do for the community that I built, the army that I built, the empire that I built? As he said, what is he going to do? He couldn't even give me anything. So if you can't give me anything, what makes you think I want you to be a part of this empire?
All right, well, give a suggestion then, brother. Wouldn't that be
No, no,
the productive
This is
step? Shouldn't you give
I'm
a
not giving no
suggestion?
suggestions. This is JP's idea. JP need to come up with his own
Hold,
suggestion.
no,
And
brother,
don't
we're
bail him
all
out.
African American, brother. We
JP a
can't
grown
play
ass.
pass the potato. Hold
JP a
on,
grown
Hank.
man.
I heard what you said. Let me
Hold on, bro.
respond. Hold on, let me
JP, go
respond,
ahead,
Hank.
brother. Go ahead, JP. I'm listening.
Oh yeah, go ahead, JP. You about to say something?
Uh, to me, man, I think like listen to these dudes that's come on here. They take all that to say that Jay Prince hate niggas with money. Like
Yeah,
this,
exactly.
this shit makes me like hate black men.
Don't go that far, but I see why you
No,
frustrated.
let him talk.
Yeah,
He already said he hate the black
this,
women. Now he hate the black men.
because it's
He
almost
hate
like
the white man.
right.
What group
And
you go to? Because you hate white men,
hold on
you hate
once,
black
hold
women.
on once.
Now you said you hate the black man. So
Hold on
where you
once.
gonna
I
go
ain't gonna
to?
be doing all this screaming and shit, dog.
Brother, we not screaming. We having a conversation.
But I'm
JP,
trying to I'm trying to get out a point, and you can go ahead with your point.
my bad. You right, brother. Go ahead and do your thing.
You gotta let people finish their thought.
You right, brother. Go ahead and do your thing.
This is where I'm trying to. I got a disdain for black men. When black men get money, since he has been emasculated, because what I mainly hear is emasculated black men with money. That's what I hear. Meaning that they let money they how can I put this? Money have became their confidence. Their achievements have became their self-worth. And when you think of when they think about sharing that, black men is not that confident to share that wealth with his other brothers. He's not that confident. Most niggas not gonna want to see niggas with money, all this other type of stuff. Now, you trying to say that I hate niggas with money, that's not the case at all. Knowing the conditions that black men see, you trying to black men when they get money, they try to compare themselves with other groups like whites. And they think they on the same team as white folks. Because the white man got $1 billion and you got $1 billion, now y'all think y'all like brothers in a way. And that's just not the case at all. Because that white man got something that you don't got. Y'all both got the same billion, but it's something that he got that you do not have. And one, that's power. Two, the public, the Americans' opinion of who he is and who and how America view you. Just because you got that money, America still view you as like shit, just like the Jews did. Just like the Jews did. The small hats did Kanye. And don't get shit.
Exactly.
Don't get shit twisted. Just because a few white folks complain about what the little hats did to Kanye, whatever the case, they still rock with the Jews. The white America still going to protect the Jews. The reason why black men don't got no protection, you seen as a target, is because the mindset, because we don't move as a unit.
Exactly.
You can't fight this shit by yourself. I don't give a fuck if you a trillionaire. I mean, you can't fight this shit by yourself. But when niggas get money, they were willing to let their whole race of men die. You will be willing to allow your race of men just die. Well, I'm good. Them niggas, we hear it all the time when them old niggas come on here. It's gonna be the next 20 years. It's gonna be a lot of those low income motherfuckers just gonna get pushed off the cliff. And you're gonna have money, you're gonna have to do this, you're gonna have to do that. So they don't mind allowing their race of men die off. Black men, I can understand why black men is in a position that they are in, because one, they stupid. They've been indoctrinated outside of their. They have been indoctrinated outside of the original fight because them people gave you money, so they bought you off your stance. What we used to what we used to stand for. We no
Exactly.
more
Jay
stand for
Prince,
that.
may I add something?
Yeah,
So I hear you talking about the little hats, and I think that one of the most important things to understand is when you're using them as if they're the enemy, which in some instances they are, you must understand and know who your enemy is, even if your enemy is using a mask to rob you.
yeah.
When you talk about those specific individuals who have power over pretty much every form of media and every form of, sports teams and all of this, you have to understand those are, in essence, actually, those are the Rockefellers. Those individuals purchased the place that everybody calls Israel, started back in the 1800s. They solidified their purchases with the Balfour Declaration several years ago. Back in 48, it was solidified, but it was started up in 25 or 29, I believe, 1925 or 29. So, my point to you is when you have a group of individuals who have enough sense to know that in order for them to prevent their enemy from rising above them, they must cause divisiveness and division, and they've got the money to exact that. You've now got to look at the whole entire situation with a totally different lens. So for several years, somebody mentioned, I believe it was the Tulsa situation. We all know, without question, there were other areas other than Tulsa where we were doing well and we were affluential and we mind our own business. As a culture, we generally will, right? So you got to understand that when you're dealing with those individuals, they have the ability to come in and do whatever it is that they're doing. And it's not necessarily that they're taking somebody from our side and turning them against us. They start with that, but then they're also systematically destroying the culture physically and mentally and economically and educationally. And therein lies the whole word racism, because now that individual or group of people have the power to prevent others from making wealth. When we start arguing about the leaves of the tree, we're negating the root cause of the situation. The first thing everybody needs to do is to get in an agreement as to who the enemy is. If we can get into an agreement as to who the enemy is, now we can put forth a platform and strategize a way for us to make it and handle things. But it's
So,
never going to be a large scale because not everybody going to agree.
Miss Parker,
You can only do it from your own neighborhood, which is what the other young
Exactly.
lady was mentioning earlier when she
Exactly.
was talking about, well, what have you done? Not necessarily you, but you in general is where I'm coming from. What have you done within your community to prevent that? Because if you've got 10 people in 10 different communities trying to do the right thing, then I submit that that 10 can equal 20 in the next 10, communities. So we got to understand who the enemy is, how much money he got, how much power he has. And you got to understand that when you start talking about little hat, big hat, you need to be, you need to really, really know that there's a whole lot of history that precedes all that you see right now.
Miss Lockhart, I would say I would go far as in saying that the enemy of black men is their lack of awareness. They conquer them being conquered, them being passive aggressive, them being not having the confidence within themselves and believing in themselves. Because a lot of those black men, even when they get money, they don't believe that they can live without the white man.
Let me tell you something. When you say when black men get money, I
Jesus
think you
fuck.
still, I have to continue to take us back
That's a
to
broke
the
man.
very finite of things. When a black man gets money, generally those men belong to what types of organizations when they graduate from college? Some of them belong to Greek organizations. Those Greek organizations are steeped in Freemasonry. Who handles Freemasonry? You're not going to become a millionaire or a billionaire without these individuals giving you the green light to go. If you understand that on the nuclear level, all the way down to the cellular level, then
Shout out
you'll
to my
understand
co-rappers.
how to get around it. If it's your desire to change it, you got to understand the game. And if you
But
don't
I
understand the game, we're going to keep having what we got right now. A
right.
lot of us having argument, but no solution. Does that make
But
Shout out
sense?
to
that makes sense. But before you see, I think what you saying is 100%
good
correct.
brothers who know.
Hank, stop, man. Dang.
No, what are you talking about?
I'm trying to have this conversation with her.
I'm not saying shit. Go ahead and have his broke man mentality. Go ahead, bro.
Okay. Uh, Ms. Lockhart, what you saying is correct, but that's on the assumption that all black men have that same mindset. This is why I say before we even we not at that point yet. So
We're
before
actually past that point, especially in
no,
consideration of where the world is going
Thank you,
right
Miss
now.
I
Lockhart.
would say
Thank you, Miss Lockhart.
black men is not
No,
on
JP,
black
you're
men.
not.
Black men don't think as a collective, as a unit. So they thinking individually, and black men is not like all black men is not like minded. That's why we have all these debates now. So all of that stuff, that stuff would be helpful if black men thought collectively and thought as a unit. But
Exactly.
the problem that where we at, black men do not think as a collective or as a unit. In fact, you will have, even if let's just say that was the case, you will have black men will protect every other race of people against other black men. So we are not on the same team, like mentally. I think black men need to establish their own before we even think about going at anybody else. We got to become like minded. We got to understand where we are in this world, who we are as a person, how we've been affected mentally and everything else, and how we are viewed. Until we start to see that and start becoming more like-minded and becoming more unified and becoming more like a culture amongst each other, we black men is the only race of people in America that don't have a code system, meaning that if somebody fucking with Hink or fucking with Mulatto, we don't have this system where we're gonna protect each other. You got some niggas that would go against Hink. You got some niggas that said George Floyd deserved it to die because he
JP,
had a background history. And you
may,
got niggas who use my criminal history against me.
yes, sir. May I ask a question?
Yeah.
Have you ever played on an organized sports team, football, baseball, any team?
Yeah, basketball.
And have you ever had to watch the tapes of the opposing team?
Yeah.
What was the purpose of that?
To study their move.
Huh. So, in other words, you might win if you guys just have straight brawn, right? Or if you guys get out there and you just, coordinate the best that you can. But if you don't know exactly what's going on that other team and you've not studied your opponent, the chances of you losing are a little greater, wouldn't you say?
Yes. And see, I'm agreeing
And
with what you
that
said.
is what I'm saying. The
Ms. Lockhart, I see
divisiveness.
your point, but now let's go back to that team analogy. In order for they had us working, but that's under the assumption that's all us operating as a team. We not. We fighting each other.
But
So
we are fighting each other.
we not at the point where Ms. Lockhart, all I'm saying when it comes to black men, we not at the point where we can study our opponent team.
Do you know why we
As
can?
a collective, because we not teams.
It
It's
doesn't
every
matter.
man for
If you've
themselves.
got if you've
Against
got
We don't listen to each
five,
other. We don't listen to each other.
individuals, real quick, then go ahead, Ms. Lockhart.
yes,
Real
sir.
quick. It's what we got is individuals fighting against teams, meaning that we fighting me by myself fighting against a collective. He ain't by himself fighting against a collective. We only think about us and ourselves individually. We're not moving as a team. What you saying is correct. Okay, when we start operating as a team, you study your opponent to win the game and stuff. Yeah, but we fight. We too busy infighting to the point where we don't see that we actually in war, right? We in war, and we don't think to come together. Black men is everybody's attacking you, but we so goddamn sleep that
we would go if we was in a if we was in a physical war right now. I guarantee you, it would be more black men killing black men, while everybody else is throwing shots at us too. This is what's going on here in America. In theory, everybody's attacking black men instead of black men. Ding ding ding, come to fuck together. Black men is attacking each other too. Oh, yo, broke ass. Yo, you on some broke shit. Nigga, we all get attacked. Kanye is a billionaire. And he got attacked. So your money ain't gonna save you from being attacked. Niggas that think niggas get money, they automatically assume that it all of this shit that's happening to black men, they is absolved. They absolved from the war.
Mm-hmm.
And Kanye is a prime example. Nick, you is not absolved from the war. They treated you like a broke ass nigga. And if you would have kept talking, they would have took more money from that nigga.
It goes
Yeah.
back to what I said
Hey,
earlier. Then
I can say about 4 or 5 dudes that got money, like you said, Jay-Z got money. They ain't attacking his ass.
that's because
And
he's a part of the.
he's not on some dumb shit either.
But he's been
He's
accepted.
not taking his medicine. That's the problem with Kanye. Kanye ain't taking his goddamn medicine. He
Look
lost
how
his
Jay
goddamn
Z
mind.
act now.
But Jay Prince, I want to go back to what you and I were just speaking of, because if you have two black men that are together and they have both decided that we need to help to pull our people out of this. Those two black men have to sit down and come to the table of agreement as to what the terms are. I submit that the issue is a lot of the black men, we've got two men here, both you and Hink, to a point you guys agree, but there are a lot of points where you don't agree. The deal is that there's not enough of these back office meetings taking place where you guys sit down there and hash out all the other stuff and get down to the root of what the goal is. Because if you've got the goal and you know your role on the team, then you can progress. But as many arguments has been going on for, I would say, the last 50 years within our culture as a whole, it's been going on because the wheel was spun a long time ago and it works, and they don't have to do anything else to continue to spin that wheel. They spun it, and after they did it, they just let it go, and you guys continue to argue and fight with one another. There has to be somebody that says, okay, the decision is we gonna get together. If it's 5 of us men, we're gonna get together and we're gonna decide what is the goal for our neighborhood. What do we want to see in our neighborhood? And you start there. But the problem is it's much easier for us as the human race. It's a lot easier for us to just complain about what we see as opposed to really give some solid answers as to how we fix it. And I'm going to go back to saying, if you guys, and when I say you guys, I mean in general, if folks don't know who their enemy truly and honestly is and where they started from, they're never going to win. You're not going to win if you do not listen when somebody tells you, hey, the people that are over there in Israel, they actually purchased that whole piece of land, and it was actually the Rockefellers, and there's actual proof that they bought it already, and they just used all the media and everything to get everybody up to believe that they were the chosen people. And how do you know, Felicia, that they're not the chosen people? Oh, well, because they're not supposed to own any land. Oh, well, hey, here's another thing. Not only are they not supposed to hold any land, they're supposed to come after the Most High brings them together. Did he bring them together, or did Britain bring them together? Did he bring them together, or did the Rothschilds use their money, which those people are not supposed to have, to purchase the land? You got to know who you are. You got to know who you are not. You got to know who your enemy is in order for you to be able to say, I want to see my people whole. You cannot make your people whole if you letter A, don't look at your flaws and correct those. B, come to the table of agreement with like-minded men and women, mostly men, okay, all men at this point. Right? Come to the table of agreement with men who are like mine, and then study your opponent so that you know exactly what direction you're going in. I've never seen anybody go into war without at least knowing who they're up against. What type of artillery do they have? How many battalions do they have? How many captains do they have? What's going on in that other team? Stop with the infighting. If you truly want to make a difference, stop with the infighting, study war, study your opponent so that you can win.
But that's the thing, Ms. Lockhart, and that's what I'm saying. And I can't concentrate on my opponent because I'm too busy concentrating on my own team members that I have to protect myself against my
So
own
stop it.
team.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You have the ability to control oneself. So stop it. Figure out what it is between you and this person. That's the reason why I said take 5 or 6 men, come to the table of agreement. And at the table of agreement is where we hash out differences. We have to first know what the goal is. The goal is for us to build our communities. Okay, so if that's the goal, we're going to set this over here. Now let's work out these differences. And
See, the
after we
thing
work
is,
out these, is now we're going to put people over every area that has the strength to run each area. And now we can lead somebody. Why? Because we know where we're going. But if you've got headless men and those headless men have no head, then you're going to have this conversation forever
yeah,
ad nauseum.
yeah. See, the thing is, and like I've been saying, a lot of black men don't see nothing wrong with. They saying, well, that's not me, that's them niggas. They more saying they more competing. The thugs and the Pookies and Ray Rays is their enemies more than the actual enemy. So when you bring up all these other groups of people, they try their best to shake hands with them people to be on a team, and they going to protect those groups of people over other niggas. Like they not moving, they not those even with men that get money, black men that get money, they not moving with being like strategic of what they trying to
They
do.
will never move that way because if you start to do your history, even on the individuals that you say have money, you will find that if they've gone to any major university, the preponderance of those individuals are of the Greek background, meaning they've already joined into some type of secret society. And not only have they joined into some secret type of society, they are selected to be who they are when they go into politics, when they go into music, when they go into all these areas. Why? Because you've got one group of individuals who will say who can be and who cannot be a millionaire. Listen, there was a statement by Pike, and he said, when the people need a hero, we will supply him. Meaning, if the black people get a hero, we would have already touched his hand for them to even be able to hear his voice. If a black woman needs to be steered someplace, the one that she sees that's leading her, we would have already touched her in order for her to be in front of them. You don't get into any positions without the quote unquote them. But you got to know who them are. They manage and handle and own all media. I'm going to keep going back to this because if I don't keep going back to it, I feel like we'll forget the fact that that enemy watches and knows who we're looking at. You wouldn't even be able to say Jay-Z if he did not already belong to them. You wouldn't even know who Kanye West was if he didn't already belong to them. You're never going to go into their billions and into their millions without them knowing who they're peeling the money off to. They got to know who you are before they even allow you to be a spokesperson. And even though we feel like, Kanye's been a little rogue every now and again, I submit even that's contrived.
And shout out Melanated Lust, this you?
Yeah, that's me.
You just became a member to the Black House?
I renewed my membership so I don't miss nothing. But
That's
I have a question.
Go ahead.
So, if you became, let's say, a multi-billionaire, what would you do to fix the black community?
I would first have to get their mindsets, because I do think the ultimate problem with black men is the lack of awareness of who they are and what they represent here in America. They automatically assume that because they've been allowed to accumulate money and accumulate billions of dollars, they automatically assume that the war is over with, and that's just not the case. That's so far from the truth. Is ridiculous. So if I got money, adding more money it would be like adding more fuel to the fire.
Quick
we have
question.
we have had black men with billions and trillions of dollars. We have spent, black people as a collective have spent trillions of dollars,
You already lost.
and we still didn't make no progress at all.
So you
So,
already lost right there, JP.
so the thing is,
Because you trying to affect the need.
black men will have to have black men will have awakening. They got to know that okay, it's a war against us.
All right.
2, we shouldn't be thinking individually. 3, we shouldn't be looking at each other like an enemy. 4, like what the fuck is we doing?
But
We
JP,
don't
this is what
have
you just sit there and
a
call
black
on.
man got so many types of mind belief systems. It's impossible for us to be on the same team because, like what Ms. Lockhart saying,
This man don't
it's
win.
accurate. But you have black men that believe what Ms. Lockhart is saying, but you have some groups of black men that goes against Ms. Lockhart, and you got other groups that trying to get in the same
So
space as those other people that we call the enemy.
JP, hold on. Let's
You never answer the
more.
question. You never
Hold
answer the
on, hold on.
question.
Let's be a little bit more specific because
Jeez.
somebody in the comments asked what I guess would be your strategy to change the mindsets of black men.
What would change? What okay? What would be my strategy just off the top of my head to get them to be like-minded? I think they will have to see the war itself. See, black men think because we're not getting beat, or we're not getting beat, that means we not in war. There's so many wars that's in front of us that like black men, the truth be in our face, and we still won't never see it. It would take a lifetime for us, a lot of motherfuckers, to even see it. We could be in financially war against us. We could be in systematically
Well, you
war
just
against
right now because you have no idea, JP.
us.
You have
But
no idea, bro.
she asking me questions. She asking me questions that where
You
I know
filibuster,
what the way
JP.
black men think,
You
it would
filibuster.
be impossible. It's impossible to change to get black men. For one, they black men operate from low self-esteem, so they don't want to have another nigga to tell them what to do. Especially we allow a white man to come in. It will have to take our enemies to speak to black men. And that's fucked up, but that's the way it is. It will have to the white man will have to come and tell black men, hey, I'm your enemy. And
Can I
some
tell
black
you
men
something, Jay?
still won't believe them.
Jay, may I add something? Because here's
Yeah.
here's one solid way to do it. You would do it exactly the same way that they're doing us now. The way that you would start it is with the children, which is the reason
Exactly.
why the
That's where you
attack
You
start.
said
right
that
You can't
earlier,
now
keep having
Jay.
is
grown
on
ass men.
the
They're not going
children.
to change.
The attack is
Grown
on
men
the
are not
children
going to
right
change. That's
now.
that.
Mm-hmm.
So you need
God
to start with the
damn, man.
youth. And the only way you can start with the youth is by pulling them out of that matrix and allowing them to know truth. But you first have to have studied truth.
Homeschool.
And the only way that you can do that is by going back to the book of the beginnings. And I don't mean the Bible. I mean, you've got to know your history in order to be able to tell your children who they are. And then you can start to regroup. The group of individuals you're referring to right now are already done and paid for. They're already bought and paid for.
Exactly.
That's the reason why they are attacking your children if you have them in public school, over inundating them with things that go opposite of norm, of what is natural, of what is healthy. And then you've got the commercials and you've got all this other stuff. So you as an individual parent, in this case, if you're trying to take over, get your people right, you got to do exactly what they're doing. They're attacking your children. You've got to go out and pull your children out of where the line of fire is, because you're not going to get these folks that don't agree with you now. That's what I think. I mean, you let me know what you think about that.
Well, like he said, the black boy is gay. The black man, the black youth is gay now. Like every time when we get close to letting our youth know something get hit in the game to push us
Okay,
to.
well, how do they do that? Who is this that's making them that way?
Well, the
I'm
people
going to
that
ask you a series of questions if you don't mind. So go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, like the same people that made us believe in Jesus Christ and all this other stuff as since we was a child. It's the same people who making us believe that it's okay to be with other men as a child.
And who are they?
School, the curriculum that's passed down by the government.
Comes from who?
They are teachers.
Okay, so the government has the teachers teach a specific curriculum. Who's the
Yeah,
government?
they say the people, but I don't really believe that black people is in part of that government.
Okay, so let's dissect that. Who do you think it is?
White America.
And who are they?
The people that we see every day.
Mm-mm. You have to know that when you say white, you have to know who your enemy is in that umbrella. Under that umbrella, who's white? I'm going somewhere with you. Who is that?
All of them to me.
You just got through saying somebody had small hats.
Somebody said, yeah, I was going to say the J community, but I say all of them.
No, back up. Who got the money between the trailer park brother that you might see when you go pick up your cigarettes and your beer? Who got the money between him and a small hat? The trailer park dude that's a white guy struggling to make it every day just like you and me? Or is it somebody else? Who has the power to actually make law other than Congress in this nation?
I would say the J community, but I also say
Stop. The reason why I'm making you stop is because I'm taking you back to your enemy. They have the power to do media. There are only a few media companies on this planet, believe it or not. And they're all owned by one group of individuals. And so the only way for you to get your children out of that is to pull them out, understanding my enemy is here, he's over here, he's over here, and he's here. He's in the education system. Why? Because the system is them. And if they want my children to be, why would they want to make all of these children the G word that you just used? Why would they want all the boys to be like that? Let's critically think about that. What would your enemy gain by having all of your men run by estrogen? What would he gain?
One, I think the overall mission is to create everybody white again. And
back up. We talking about your people. What would your enemy gain by making sure that all of the boys are of that persuasion? What would he gain?
They won't be a threat.
Thank you. Now, what would they gain by having everybody mentally insane and switching up to be estrogen driven?
They were getting full control.
Thank you. So if you understand that your enemy is in control of the media that your children are watching, they're in control of the system that is now giving down laws saying that if a school system does not allow X to be taught, they're not going to get any food. They're not going to get any food from the agriculture system for their free lunch program. And the preponderance of people who take free lunch are those white folks that you mentioned, believe it or not. They are the black folk that you're talking about, believe it or not. And those individuals are the people that the schools now allow XYZ. Why? Because the people above them who have the power told them, if your state does not participate in this educational program that we're giving for inclusivity, you're not going to get any money. So you got to know who your enemy is. And I'm going to stay on that. Because if you don't, you're going to continue to fight with other black men. You're going to continue to think that a black woman, the one who's been there for you guys at the end of it, because I'm going to submit this. Yeah, there's a lot of black women. There's a lot of black men. But at the end of the day, you have only seen a stronger black woman support you at the end of the day. It's not been a black guy to come and rescue a black man. It's been that auntie. It's been that grandmama. It's been somebody in your life that was a black woman that told you, keep your head up. Don't look over there. Look to the right. Don't look over there. Keep your head straight. Set your face like a flint. Don't pay no attention to that. So you cannot have the black man as your enemy. You cannot have the black woman as your enemy. If you take your eye off of who that enemy is, you've lost again. And there's another 10 years that went by, which is a whole nother generation. You got to, if you're going to talk this, then it must be a point where there is some change. You have to see it go from one thing to another, but don't talk the leaves. You must dig down into that earth and touch those roots and begin to change it there, or throw everything out. And then if that's the case, then I submit that this is just for entertainment purposes only, a conversation to strike a nerve or a chord with someone. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get you. I 100% agree.
Now, let me ask you something. Why, when I said that earlier, you had so much pushback for me? When I said black women do support black men in the ways that we do support y'all, it was said we're trying to control y'all or tell y'all what to do when we're not.
Um,
Maybe I didn't say
because
it as
because
sweet
no
as Dr.
because
Lockhart.
I look at things from a grand scale of things. Um, we of
I
course we got
said that, and so
anomalies.
when you
Of
weren't
course,
here,
no, of course we anomalies exist, right? Anomalies exist. Rare occasions exist. Collectively, what I was initially was speaking about, collectively, everything that was given to us, our women allowed that enemy in the door. That's one. We're not going to just erase that to make you feel good. Two, everything the enemy imposed onto the black families, the black woman was the vessel. And I brought up Ridley. I brought up Jesus. I brought up no fault divorces. Everything that goes against the black family structure, our black women were the vessels of it. So you cannot sit up here and say with all of that done took place for decades, all of that done took place and say and you want to just harper on the few people that comes up with good points and good thought and make us think, okay, that's cool. But let's talk about the collective of our women that still embraces that system to this day. It's not something that's old that we talking. That system is still active. And in order for it to be active, people have to participate in it. And with the people that's participate in that I see is my race of women still.
That's because your enemy has studied your woman and you
Yes.
haven't. So if you don't study your woman and your enemy has, I don't think you can be upset with them because their tactics work.
I think they got the power to make those tactics work.
They understand the power of the woman. They understand, and what they do is appeal to that because it's all about the art of war. It's all about understanding what I'm telling you, which is the fundamental stuff. They understand the power, especially of the melanated women. They know that we're more intuitive. They know a lot about us. They study us, they study our people down to the most finite of ways. And so if you want to win and not, just chill on the talking side, you're going to have to study that woman.
I would say for black men to surrender those black women and the women that, if again, like I've been saying, if black men didn't raise it, they not with us. So and instead of trying to study them, which I understand the power of black women and how the enemy done basically took black women. Just
So
because we
take
see
them
black
back.
women, just because we know at that point we don't. Once they can be taken, I will want you back.
How do you
It's almost
procreate
like,
without us?
but what I'm saying is I'm not gonna take in nobody that betrayed me once, fool
Well,
me
how can
once
you
on me.
procreate without us?
No, but that means we don't have to create no more then.
So then why is there an argument if if we're not going to be created anymore, then I submit it's a moot point. Let everybody just burn an effigy. Just drop the whole thing. Don't worry, it's going to be over soon anyway. So just let it all go.
I
There
think
is
that's
no
where
basis for the argument if you just let
I
us
think
go.
I'm saying for the black men who have daughters and stuff now. Um, I think that is the answer, like to just be in their lives. It put like this: if the black man, if you didn't raise it, they is spoiled goods. If you allow the woman in the government to raise your kid, those they are, just know that those kids are raised against you. I was one of those kids that was raised against my father. We didn't honor our father. We didn't honor black men. We
And what
hated
do
black
and
men,
so what
but
do
we
we
didn't
do?
realize that we was going to become black men.
What do our daughters see? Here's the thing: you got the yin and the yang, you got the good and the bad. Inside of bad, there's good, and inside of good, there's bad. There's evil. There's it's a yin and yang. How do we say that the only children that come out with problems are those who are raised by black women if we do not have The argument on the other side, what happens to the black girl who's raised by only the father? How does her mind balance? What type of young lady is that?
It's a better chance
No.
because our
No,
What
sir.
type of
responsibility
woman
No,
is
sir.
she?
is a follower.
What type of woman is she? Describe that woman who's
Yeah,
been
she would
raised by
be.
just her dad.
Yeah, she would be. She would definitely would be lacking a lot of attributes,
Like
w-
what?
like mothery and the feminine and the power of a woman, all this other type of
So, how
stuff.
can you have a woman who has no idea about femininity, about being a woman?
And that's what we saying. If you had to put masculinity or femininity at the forefront to fight this war, I'd rather to put everybody to be masculine than feminine. What we've been having, we is that black men is that black men. The what's been on the forefront for us is femininity. So the femininity been at the forefront for black folks, not the masculine. So I would rather have, if I had to pick, raise everybody to be masculine compared to feminine. Because although feminine is
Wait a
feminine
minute. Wait a minute.
powerful,
I've got an
You're
the
not.
argument with you
masculinity
You're,
because
is
you're
this
not
been the
making sense,
argument all
JP.
along. You guys have all been saying, well, not you guys, you have been saying that the woman being masculine is the problem. But now what you're telling
Yes.
me is you're running out of hands because
no,
on one hand you're saying, they need to be like this, and on the other hand you're saying this, but now we're right back to Coda, to
no,
the
no, no,
beginning of the music sheet. Now
no.
you're telling me that it's okay for her to be masculine. So then who
If no, what I'm saying is, if she was put like this, if the black woman was working with us, if she was working with us, but the problem that we having, the black woman is not working with us. Like we just agreed that the white man have studied the black woman. He also programmed the black woman. He gives the black woman everything she want. He gives the black woman all of her knowledge. He give her all of her success. He gives her everything, all of her belief system. Every time black women come up here, even the so-called educated black women, only thing they do is come on this piece, regurgitate what white folks have taught them.
such as
So and then they try to imply that and force that onto us and
but
onto the
go I need
black
to go back to this
Eh,
young
youth.
girl who was raised by her dad.
Excuse me, Dr. Felicia. Excuse me,
Hmm.
JP. Can I ask you just one question? I hear you. Since I'm a black man, I don't understand what you're. I don't get what you're trying to say right now about the, uh, well, as far as white folks are concerned, giving us this knowledge to our black women, and then they in turn using that knowledge against us to keep us in some form of, dare I use the word, bondage? Is
Yeah,
that what you're trying to say?
yeah.
Okay, so this on my point, let me ask you this first, man. Who gives you knowledge? Do you go get knowledge, or I mean, if you want to read a book, do you have to open it?
Yeah, me personally, I don't like because a lot of people I was taught that you read in the book, it's got to be a fact, and
Well, I
hold on.
agree.
When it comes down to books, you giving people who wrote those books so much grace of faith that they telling you the 100% facts, and that's just not the case at all. So books is just nothing but shit that was in compiled and put in a book to come back and tell you stories that you believe. So you
I'm
don't
going to
know
get
what
ready to go.
yeah,
I,
you haven't
I,
you giving these people credibility. We giving these people who wrote these books way too much credibility, as if they as if they stated facts within these books.
okay, I'll agree with that. That not everything that's in a book is correct. I'll agree with that 100%.
But
But
Why
you
don't
what
have
do
to
you?
read
why
them in
don't you
order for
Right,
you to
but
know
you
what's
have to
why
read
true.
don't
it.
you cross reference
Exactly. You have to
it?
read it. You have to cross reference it. You have to actually dissect what someone's trying to tell you in order to make a proper decision about whether what this person has told me is right or wrong. There's no way that you can do that without opening that book. And let's
Correct.
go to this. Let's go to this next point here. You say that we as black men, the white man gives us what they want to give us. Me as a black man, on the number of years I've been on this earth, I strongly disagree with that. I strongly disagree with. I have to listen to the white man in order to prosper, because that's not true. My grandfather prospered, my uncles prospered, my father prospered, my brothers prospered, and none of us needed the help of the black man other than of the white man. Let me finish. Other than what society normally does. If we need a loan, we got to go to the bank. Why do we have to deal with the white man at the bank? Because they're the ones that own the bank. Why do we have to deal with this, or why we have to deal with that? This is how the United States is set up, my man. And until we do something as black men, not them, until we do something as black men to take away what's from them and put it back in our pockets, then we can say, well, we tried our best. But so far, and throughout the years of history, can you honestly say that black men have not tried to come up in this social structure, this economic structure? Can you honestly say that we haven't tried to come up?
DJ, you just proved my point when you just stated that you don't listen to white folks all along, while saying that you listen to white folks. Because let's be for real, DJ, you can't do what the fuck you want to do here in America.
No one can. No, right. No one can.
You said that that we don't listen to white folks. My brother and them didn't listen to white folks. Everybody else, yes, the fuck you did. You know that you can't do what the fuck you want to, like the white folks can, because
but that's society. But that's society as a whole.
Right, but that's not, they can do whatever the fuck they want. Okay, you go to court. No. When you go, if you commit a crime, right, and you go to court, you don't get treated differently from that white man that's in court who committed the same crime.
We know that.
If you say if that so that goes to show you that you can't do the fuck you got to do the fuck those white people tell you to.
JP, not every black man is successful by committing crimes, bro.
No, I'm
not every one of us. Wait, no. I understand you use that as an example, but just because you say that I have to adhere to the rules of society, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm listening to white men. That means I'm a functioning member of society. I don't break rules. I follow the laws. If the speed limit says 35, let me do 35. If
the law says, nigga, I don't want you in your kid's house and don't come to that motherfucker, you ain't gonna come to that motherfucker.
But you have to ask yourself why. Wait a minute. You have to ask yourself why the law has put himself, or how do we allow the law to put himself in the middle of our families? You have to ask yourself that question. Is it all the responsibility of the black woman? No, it's not. We as black men, we have to take accountability that not all of us got kicked out of our houses. Some of us voluntarily left. Some of us went on about our business. Am I right or wrong? Yes or no? Yes or no? Not every black man that's in.
He's not gonna admit that. Yes,
I would say a completely small portion. Typically, the ones that did leave, the black men that did leave, they probably don't even know that woman. He got that woman pregnant at the club. But since the government incentivized the woman, because if a woman don't want a child, she can go get rid of it, especially if she didn't know this man. She can get rid of it. The thing is, with black men, we don't have that option. So here it is, we got a baby. We getting babies by strangers.
You as a parent knows it's not easy raising kids, right? You realize it, right?
Yeah, JP.
So imagine doing that on an individual basis.
Right. As a single black father, my man, I know that. I know some people think this is a novelty. Am I correct? When they look at you and say, when you say, I'm raising 3 daughters by myself, I'm raising 2 daughters by myself, don't you get that look of, really? Don't you get that look?
White folks give me that.
And from black, and you got to admit it now. You see, you keep trying to skirt around this, but you trying to tell me that no black folks look at you like that?
Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah, they do. Yes, they do. Because it's as you say, in our society, it's an anomaly to see a black man raising children, especially daughters, by himself. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so now you have the responsibility as a black man raising daughters to tell these daughters this is the kind of world that that I'm trying to put forward to you. But how are you doing that, JP, when you're telling your daughters that white America has it will keep me in a hole forever because of you, because of black women? How do you explain that to your daughters? You
They got
can't.
to they got to realize how the government manipulated them. And what I'm doing, what I will teach my daughters to be aware of the manipulation of how so many of their aunt mothers who have been manipulated by these systems, by these tactics that they have been using against black women. My daughters
Okay.
them already know. I don't know how the fuck they know this, but they already know that to get their way even from their daddy, they call a white man. They already know that. She knew that at 3 and 4 years old, that the white man, she called a white man to overpower her daddy. So she already see the white man as more powerful than a black man, and this is
But
already
but
implemented in them.
right,
JP, that's that's
not throwing shade, JP, but where do you think your daughters got that idea from? Because none of my children would ever think that the white man is over me. At no
No,
point in time. At no point in time. At
but
never in the history of the children that I have brought to this earth that they ever would think to say that that white man down the street is much better than my dad.
no. What I'm saying is they might not say they better than them, but back of their head, if they don't
No,
want if they
not
don't
even.
want to listen to rules,
Not even
so
in no, not even in the back of their head. Not even that's JP. I can be honest to say this. That is not even a thought of my nephews, my children, my nieces. None of them have that thought. None of them.
yeah.
No, they
JP, I think
don't.
they heard it from you, brother. Because how highly you talking to white
See,
man
I just
and how
learned
great
it
the white
from my
man is.
mom's side.
But
But
JP,
still, but what I'm saying is
they're
when you
around
see
you,
your
they hear how
kids,
you talk about
when
how
you see
much you
your
love the
kids,
white man
this what y'all
and how
not
much you bow
understanding.
down to the white man. I think
This
they
what
learned
y'all not
from
understanding. When you send your kids to school, that school become your kids' parents, right? And for in matter of fact, as a parent, you can't just go get your kids without signing something, and until they let you,
Right,
until
right.
they
But
let.
that's right. But that's for safety reasons, though. That's for safety reasons.
Okay, but look at this. Look at this. You know how parents say, "Don't talk to my child when I'm not there." So yes, it's a rule that you can you can tell them when people come to your house, I don't want you talking to my child. Okay, they had to get lowered up and all that. You get lowered up. But once you
Mhm,
send your kid to school, now they
mhm.
can talk to your kid.
no, they can't.
Oh yes,
No.
they
So,
can.
okay.
No, they cannot. You talking about
Let's
They
an
are the parent when they at school.
no, no,
The
no,
okay.
school
no,
is the
JP.
kid's
No,
parents.
JP. No, JP. That's not how it works,
Okay.
brother.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. So JP, the school system is kind of set up. It's simply it's just like almost like if your child is under a certain age, there's no adult that technically they come up to your child and ask your child anything or do anything to your child without you being present. That's whether it's from the police or whether it's from the school district. One is if your child gets in trouble, they have to call the parent. That's why they say we need some contact numbers for your parent just in case you get sick or something happens to you in school. But it works another way also. If you cutting up in school, I'm gonna need to call your parents. Now, do some school administrators take liberties with other people's children? Of course they do. We know that. We see it all the time, especially with the advent of cameras in classrooms. We see a lot of stuff that's going on now. But the overall grand scheme of things is, my man, is that if you have a child that's underage, no one technically is supposed to walk up to that child and tell them what to do without you being present. Am I
No,
right?
well, that's not correct because, like for an example, let's just say your daughter become a teenager, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's just say you want to put her on that birth control where the needle, whatever type of birth control,
Mm-hmm.
you do know that if your daughter don't want that, they're not gonna give her that. They're gonna make
Well,
you get out the room and they're gonna conversate with your daughter and ask her, do she want this for herself and all this other stuff. If your daughter say no, I don't want no birth control, they will not, even though you coming in there saying, demanding, put her on birth control. If your daughter tell them people no, guess what? That means no, they're not going to do it.
Well, I can't speak for that because I don't have daughters, so I would never take. I mean, I'm sure of course, I would never take my son to a gynecologist, but I could ask my sisters. Is what you're saying? What you're saying is true, but I do believe that I think that up until a child reaches the age of 18, or in some states where they're able to emancipate themselves at the age of 16 or 17, I think whatever happens to that child's body, whether it be pulling the teeth or having some type of operation, whether it be major surgery or minor surgery, such as appendix being taken out, the parent has to sign that. But the kids do have a voice, and like someone just said, the kids do have a voice, but their voice is not as loud as the parent.
She said kids have rights. She said kids have
of course
rights.
Right. Every human has rights, and every child has a certain amount of unalienable rights. But until they reach the age of 18, we don't allow a child at the age of 13 to drive a car. Correct.
But there's certain shit that
right.
the state control your kids.
Right. So we as adults, right. So we as adults, we have to discern with our children what's best for them, or what's right for them, or what's wrong for them.
So the state the state allowed that. If the state say okay, they can't drive till they 16, okay, cool. That's the state law, right? But what I'm talking about, these other laws, let's just say nowadays, this is gonna be more prevalent. Your son, Dad, I want to get my penis chopped off. You take your kid. No, my son is not going to get his penis chopped up. Guess what is going to happen? They're going to remove you, exclude your bitch ass out. Not you. I'm not saying you bitch ass. They're going to exclude your ass. They're going to exclude your ass out of that room and chop his shit off because
that's the point right there, to where I take my child, I pick up my belongings, and I leave that doctor's office, because you
won't leave that doctor's office without him, though.
No, I'm not. No, I am. Because that is my child. That is my child. Now, my child might want, my child might want his tallywhacker chopped off. He can want that all he wants to. But until he reaches the age of 18, I'm not going to sign for him to get it chopped off. Now, after you reach the age of 18, you can do what you want for it. No, I'm not.
And they're gonna allow him. And if you got a problem with it, they're gonna sneak and call police up there. They're gonna call the security guard. This is gonna happen.
Who's gonna pay for it, JP?
Before you know it, you're gonna be like, no, my son is not getting this shit chopped off.
Who's going to pay for it, JP?
Before you know it, the security guard's gonna come up, right? Because DJ gonna be like, oh no, the hell you not. No, the hell you not.
Who's gonna pay for it, JP?
Well, wait, so the security guard's gonna come in, circle around the door. Police is already on their way. And so they're gonna be on their way just in case if you get. The reason why they call the police, because they know the shit they doing is foul, and they know how men gonna react. So they call the police just for safety reasons. Safety reasons mean that we know we doing bullshit, and we're gonna allow your kid to do whatever they want to do, and you gonna get upset about it, and your 14-year-old son don't get his dick cut off. You ask how you gonna get the money from it. You do realize social media is these little niggas that's on these gaming programs on YouTube is making way more money than the fucking parents ever seen in their life.
So he gonna pay for it.
Niggas making more money than us old folks ever seen in our fucking lives. Look at the cars they driving now. Nigga, with shit. I had a $400 car. I bought a Bonneville with the sunroof. It was white, had some rust on that bit.
JP, you just talking.
The cars that these little niggas having now, we would dream of. We worked years in years to not even to get the car we actually want. So these young niggas now making way more money on social media. So
But
yes, if they want their shit chopped
Those are
off,
limited amount of young
okay,
men.
if DJ Son that's 13 years old want his shit cut off, DJ can't do a goddamn thing about it when the peoples come in and tell
au
DJ.
contraire, au contraire, until my son reaches the age of 18, everything about him, from the foods he eats to the clothes he wears to the school that he goes to, I make those decisions. No one else makes. Now they can listen, they can say or they can believe that they're gonna make those decisions. But I can tell you what, when you call the police to say this man, DJ, will not let me take his son to the back to chop off his tallywhacker, they're not going to be calling the police because I want him to chop his tallywhacker. I won't let him chop his tallywhacker off. They're going to call the police because I whipped his ass about arguing with me about it. That's what he's going to argue about.
So you whipped his ass in front of them people. So now
you damn Skippy.
So now
you damn Skippy.
After you get done whipping his ass, so now they got a probable cause to arrest you.
And that's to me that would be worth it, because
you know what they're gonna call that? He decided to use corporate punishment.
Corporal
punishment. They're gonna use some egregious words.
I understand.
Punishment.
Right.
And that's it ain't gonna take them. It ain't gonna take them number 3 seconds.
Don't do it, Hank. I got you.
No. Hold on. It's not gonna take them. It's not gonna take them no longer than 3 seconds to swipe them handcuffs off on you. Now you done got you a case.
I got you.
And after you get wheeled off in jail, they're gonna ask him, "Do you still?"
JP, what's corporate punishment, bro?
Hey, stop interrupting me, dog.
I'm asking a question. You've been talking the whole goddamn
time. You can ask me a question. I can talk however I want to talk.
Go, keep talking. What's corporate punishment?
Corporate punishment is when you whooping your kid's ass.
Oh, okay.
And so they're gonna ask him. I understand you've been under a lot of stress. After they got done wheeling DJ off the jail, he done got a new case. You've been under a lot of stress. Are you sure, DJ Junior, that you want this procedure? It's your decision. This is your life, son. This is your life. You make these decisions. We know you love your father. You respect your father, but your father didn't have no right to try to force you from doing something that you feel is best for you. And if you want to do this, hey, we support you, buddy. We support you, buddy.
So JP, what can I ask you a question?
While DJ getting in case, DJ Junior say, "Go ahead, wipe it off for me."
Yeah, I got you. JP, what are you
after DJ get out of jail on bond? DJ get out of jail on bond. He gonna come back. His son gonna be hiding in the room, sitting on the edge of the bed with his legs crossed, crying. What the fuck you crying for?
JP.
Hold on once. What the fuck you crying for? You done got me in jail, motherfucker. That's not what I'm crying for. Dude, stop. I'm gonna drop you here and you keep doing that shit.
I don't give a shit, man.
Well, bye. DJ gonna be like, oh, well, what the fuck you sit up here crying for? Dad. What? I don't got my dick no more. What you gonna do then?
Listen, I had to wait for a minute because you had me cracking up in the back. But first of all, if it got to that level, JP, I literally had to, exert some kind of physical violence on a doctor because of my son's decision. I hope we would never get to that.
You had to repeat that. You had to do what?
I hope that I would never have to resort to physical violence, having to take my son to the doctor to make a decision about whether his tallywhacker going to get chopped off or not. But to me, as a grown man and as a protector of my children, some things are worth it. Now, would I have to go to jail because I put my hands on somebody else who telling me as a father I have no rights? Some things are worth going to jail for, and that would be one of them. Now, what my son would do after that, I can't help, or what someone would allow him to do after that. I can't help. Case in point situation is, if it was okay for males to do this and things to do this, why did Dwayne Wade catch all that strap? Why did he catch all that backlash?
He caught all that backlash because he was really against it. He caught all the backlash from straight people, but heterosexual people is becoming.
No, he caught backlash. He caught backlash from the alphabet community. That's where he was catching backlash from, the alphabet community, not from straight black men, not from straight black women. He was catching hell from straight black men that was saying, hey, how would you allow your teenage son or not even your 11, 10, 12-year-old son to walk around and make a decision about whether he want to dress? This ain't playtime, nigga. This is a real life situation.
How do you know that if those people wasn't straight?
Well, I don't know the sexuality of a child, JP. So I really don't know, because
the people that he called backlash from. How you know they wasn't straight?
Well, you really can't, not unless you catch him in the bed with somebody. Only way you can know.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. In theory, who with this shit is with most people that wanted their dick cut off. They've been wanting their shit cut off because they felt like a woman since they was birth. And when you talk to a trans person, they're gonna be more understanding of D-Wade's child more than not, because they understood when they was a child they wanted to be a little girl. They felt as though they was a girl in a boy's body, and they daddies kept trying to make them. This is why they keep the daddies away from the house, and this is why how your kids know that you're not as powerful like you think. You not DJ. You is not that powerful, because at the end of the day, that white man gonna trump what you have to say, and your kids know this and they understand this.
No, absolutely, positively not. My kids know that my word is final. My word is final when it comes to them. My word is final, even if they're yeah, I know that without any blinking of the eye. My word to my children, especially when they were living under my roof, was final. If I said no, I don't give a damn what their mama told them. I don't care what their grandma told them. If I said no, that was it. No more questions.
But no, yes, it is.
No more questions.
You said the grandmama and the mama, but when the state say no, DJ, no,
because the state ain't raising my children. They not
raising your kids when they tell you can only see them every other weekend.
No, because see, what you don't understand in JP is the state only gets involved in the household when you allow the state to get involved into it. Now, if the household is broken, if the child, say if you and your child's mother decided that y'all split up for whatever reason, and she went to say, I need child support from JP, and then she went to the system. Now she put your family in the state. Up until that time, the state didn't give a damn about how you raise your children. Right or wrong.
If your son wants to get his shit cut off badly, right? Because he was convinced by it in school, because they teach this shit in school now. You can't control what they teach your kid in school. These little boys, they wearing purses and stuff now. You can't do a goddamn thing about it if your son go to that damn hospital. He have you drop him off.
No, I disagree with that, because someone just sent me a clip the other day to where a black father went into a classroom, and there was 3 teachers in the classroom, 3 white teachers, and they had the kids, the boys and the girls in dresses. When the father walked in, he told the teachers, all 3 of them, I bet not never come back to this school again and see my son in a dress. Ever. Do you understand? Ever. Do I want to walk into this school under any circumstances and see my child in a dress? Do you think that
you are aggressive?
Right.
You are the problem.
Okay. They can look at it all they want to. They can look at it all they want to.
They can start believing them.
And that's where the problem. But see, Jay Prince, that's where the problem lies. I heard you
Right.
say earlier that the school is the one that raises our children. No, we send our children to school to get educated. Hopefully, that for that 4, 5, 6, 7 hours that they're in school, that what they take from us as their parents, they'll go on to school and know that you're there for a reason. You're there to get an education, because you don't have to have a diploma these days, but it's nice to have one. Because according to the statistics, those that only graduate high school make less than those that graduate college. So let me put you on the path of least saying, let me give you these encyclopedias. Let me give you all of this, because as far as the 1980s, 1990s, the only way that we could get information was through encyclopedias and books. Now with the advent of the internet, we can prove some of the stuff that we read in our high school books and our civics classes is wrong. Like Christopher Columbus, he didn't discover shit. We all knew that back then, but now what?
So at DJ, all I'm saying is, once your son start adapting to what the schools are teaching them, and he with it, at that point, once your son become with it ain't shit you're gonna be able to do to tell him anything different.
You're right. Once he reaches the age of 18. Right. Once he gets to the age of 18, you're absolutely right. There's nothing I can do to say I don't want you to do this or I don't want you to do this. And you're absolutely right. When I turned 18,
13, even they could be 10 years old.
No, not in my house. At 10 in my house, a 10-year-old, the only thing that they can do on time is what I tell them. That's it.
That's not the
that's it. Well, maybe in your household, and I'm not disrespecting you by no stretch of the imagination by saying this. Maybe that's how you deal in your household. But in my household, when I say it's time to do something, it's time to do it. If I say no, we can't do it, then we know you can't do it. It's called checks and balances. I'm not saying I'm a tyrant over my children or was a tyrant over my children, but I know this right now. None of the children that I've raised are in jail, or on child support, or someone looking for them, or gay, or talking about getting their tallywhackers chopped off, out bashing women. So I feel that the job that I did was sufficient enough to send them on out into the world.
No, you were just lucky. All I'm saying is,
I don't think luck had nothing to do with it.
If they wanted to, your power at your house don't mean shit. You are not more powerful than the government. You not. And the government have regions over your children.
Well, in a way, if you're saying like that, no, I don't have power over the government. No, I don't. I absolutely don't, because I could not get on a plane right now. I could not go to the airport right now and get on a plane just to say I want to go somewhere. I got to show them my ID, right? So no, in some cases,
if the government allow your kid to chop his dick off, it ain't.
But the government wouldn't do that.
Staying on this, a kid chopping his goddamn dick off, man. Can we move on to something else? Dude, this sounds nasty.
We already know you did yours at what? You 16 when you chopped yours off, right? 15, 16.
Now I'm about to cuss you out, though.
I'm not getting in that.
But what all I'm saying is a lot of the other black men, we think we got parents think they got more power than they really do. Well, you say you have to use discipline your kid physically. You can't even do that no more.
No, I didn't say. Well, I think there's a point in time. Some parents feel it's necessary to discipline their child, physically. Me personally, I think the look and the tone of voice, was a prelude for me enough to say, hey, shit, Pops ain't playing. We don't want to find out what'll happen next. And that's just how I did mine, and that's how my pop did me. It wasn't did I take some ass whippings from my parents? Of course I did, but it is what it is. I think that old rule goes. Yeah, it's a new ball game, but you see what the result of the new ball game is. That new ball game.
But this is what the new world for me come to, where parents don't have that much power over their kids no more. the way you talking, it would be difficult for you to be having kids now because now the children got more power than the kids. The kids will have you sitting up there asking them for permission.
I'm trying to stay with you on this log.
What I'm
I'm
trying
trying
to
to stay
say
on
is,
this log roll with you, but
if you tell your kid, no, you ain't going to that school because that school ain't good for you, and your kid want to go to that school, all he gonna do is
they
go
ain't
tell the
they ain't,
teacher,
they ain't going.
my dad is preventing me and all this other type of stuff.
Right,
Everybody will get involved,
right.
and guess what? And you better not touch him.
And the state gonna come to me. The state gonna come to me and say, DJ, why don't you want your son to go to this school? Because I don't think they're gonna teach my son the things that I want him to learn. So I would much rather him go to this school. Do you have a
Well,
problem with that? Do you have a problem with that?
well, your
No.
son,
Okay.
what DJ Junior says he wants to go to the school.
Well, until DJ Junior get out and pay his own bills and pay his own way, then DJ Junior can, he can make those decisions. But while DJ Junior is partaking in my food, partaking in my electricity, partaking in the things, the comforts of living under my roof, DJ Junior gonna have to abide by my rules.
Well, we have foster home facilities, sir, and if
Okay, well,
and
we'll see how DJ Junior likes that.
we're going to charge you with neglect because you try to ignore what your children want. He wanted
Okay, but that's not neglect, sir. That is not neglect. Just because I don't allow my child to do something, that is not neglect. That is not neglect. I'm
nowadays
looking out for the
they tell you what to do, what they want, and you ain't
well.
gonna be able to, those built days is over with.
I see what you're saying, but and since you sent Child Protective Services over here, so I want you to walk through my house and I want you to tell me what my child is lacking. I want you to check and take my child in the back and see if he has any bruises or mark on him. And when
He
you don't
lacking
find nothing,
Father
when, when,
DJ.
when you don't find any of these things, when you don't find anything wrong with how I'm raising my child, then get the fuck out of my house and don't come back.
Well, we understand your frustration. But DJ Junior, what about DJ Junior? It's all about the best interest of the child. And what you're speaking, Father DJ, is the
Okay.
best interest of yourself.
Okay, DJ Junior is 15 right now. So come back in 3 years. DJ Junior is 15 right now. Come back in 3 years, then we can have this conversation about what Junior wants to do.
No, sir. See, then they're gonna offer you classes, parenting classes, because they're gonna clearly believe that you got a problem with parenting. So the white folks gonna give you a class basically telling you your parenting is wrong, and they finna make you take these classes.
Okay,
and
this is
don't want to buy by it. We're gonna remove custody from.
Okay. And this is where I turn the tables on them, JP. This is like the doctor was telling you earlier. In order to know your enemy, you have to study your enemy. So the very same reasons that they say they were coming to my house to take my child from me would be the very same reasons I would use against them to say, no, you can't take my child, because these are the laws that you established in your United States of America to say that until this child turns 18, I have total autonomy over what he says or does.
But he's living miserable in your house.
I'm sorry, misery does not equate to letting him do something that's detrimental.
But what I'm saying is, Mr. Father DJ, he's miserable. He's miserable because DJ Junior wants to get this procedure done. DJ Junior wants to go to this school because there's more kids like him, like a gay community, where the school you want to teach him is forcing him to be something that he just not. Father DJ, your son, he wants to be in the LGBTQ community class, and you're not awarding him that. So it's not the best interest of DJ Junior to be in this home if you're not going to support your
Mr. Child Protective Services. Can you tell me when you first came through my door, did I know your sexuality? Did I know whether you were straight or gay? You must.
This is not about me, sir. This is about DJ Junior.
Okay, well then, so no one can determine at face value whether someone is gay or straight or not, especially a 14-year-old child. Yes, I can hear you. You're going in and out, but yeah.
You can hear me?
You're lagging. I see your
Was
lips
the
moving,
best
but then
interest of DJ Junior. Oh shit. Okay. Oh.
well, but JP, I mean, I just came up here. It's my first time on your panel, so I appreciate you letting me up there, good brother. You know, there's a few other things that I've heard you say that I'm sure you've seen me talk. Now I hear myself
I'm
talking.
here now. I'm here now. Hold on.
I'm here.
Let me. I'm here now. Hold on. Let me. I'm here. I'm here now. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, that's better. Man, I mean, there's a few other there's a few other things, you know, that came up on you. I can't hear you at all again now.
You can't hear me?
Now I can. Yeah, no, you're good.
Mr. DJ, the best interest of DJ Junior is to support his happiness, and clearly he's not happy. You projecting your belief system on DJ Junior and Father DJ. I get it. I get it.
Right,
You
but
know,
isn't that
is to take
sir,
on your
sir,
traditional beliefs.
can I interrupt you, sir?
No, we're
Can
not
I
going to
interrupt you?
argue about this. We're not
Okay,
going to
no,
argue about this.
we're not going to argue, sir. We're
I
not going to
won't
argue. But
argue
what I'm
with you,
saying
sir.
is,
The best
right.
interest
Wait a
for
minute. Wait a
DJ
minute.
Junior,
Wait a minute. The
DJ
best
Junior,
interest of
sir.
sir. Do you have children? Yes or no?
No, I do not.
Okay, so how in the hell can you tell me what's in the best interest of my children when you don't have any?
This is my job, sir. I'm just doing my job, and
Just
my
because you
job.
got a job, that don't make it right.
Well, sir, I'm not here to talk about my personal expertise. I'm here for the best interest of DJ Junior, and from according to DJ Junior, he wants to go to this LBGT community school,
I wish
and
the fuck.
and you and he feels like you projecting something that he's just not. Are you going to think about the best interest of DJ Junior? Are you? Or do you care about the best interest of DJ Junior, or you just care about the best interest of yourself, sir?
No, I'm looking at the overall, what's overall best for my family. And like I said, until Junior hits the age of 18, when he's out in the world doing his own thing, then Junior can do whatever he wants. But
What
as
Junior
long
have
as
explained to us, he's been feeling like this since he felt like he
I
was a
don't get,
woman. He been feeling like he was a woman since he was born, and
okay.
he just been living in misery. And now I'm sorry to say this, Father DJ, is that you are the sole purpose of his frustration, because he keep trying to please you, and he's
Well,
not just feeling happy about himself because he don't want to let you down. And we go and we're gonna talk about the best interest of DJ Junior. Would you want to continue to see DJ Junior living in misery, being something that he's not, that he feels like he's not? This how they gonna
listen,
come.
listen, my son DJ Junior is not living in misery. Now I understand that DJ at one point in time uh might have told y'all that he felt like a woman, or y'all might have misunderstood what he said when he said he felt on a woman, not felt
No,
like one.
sir. He
And
wants to
y'all took
wear
that ball and
dresses.
ran with it somewhere else.
Well, do you know that DJ Junior, he comes to class and with the clothes that you put him on, and then when
No,
we have recess, and he got a side, he leave clothes here in his locker, and is
no,
completely a female garments. He wear
no,
female garments. So,
no, because
sir, D.
no, sir, stop. Sir, first of all, at no point in time can you go in my son's closets or can you go in my son's drawers or anything, the hamper, and find a dress. So one of y'all gave it to him. Now I
He
want to
has
know
he has female
which one of
friends.
y'all which one of y'all was so emboldened to put my son in the dress, because you were the one that I want to speak to.
He has female friends that he have was vulnerable enough to talk with his female classmates,
Huh?
and they brought him some of their clothes, and that he just left it. He just leave it at school. We allowed him to leave it at school because the way he explained about his father, I couldn't just believe how his father don't support him the way he needs to be supported. Father DJ, you have a special type of son, and your son wants to be. He
Okay.
feel as though he's a woman. I think you should support it.
Okay, well listen. If my son ever walks up to me and says, "Dad, I want to have a talk with you." Okay, son, what is it? Well, over the past couple of years, I have not been feeling like I'm this or I'm that. Well, what you feeling like, son? Are you trying to tell me something? Well, I don't know how to tell you. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to listen to you. Am I going to stop loving my son because he decided that he wants to join that community? Absolutely, positively not. But will there be a bit of disappointment as a father? Of
So
course.
right, we getting somewhere, DJ. We getting somewhere.
Wait,
You
let me
just
finish.
said to me that you still gonna love your son through
Of
this. He
course.
didn't know that at first, DJ. Father DJ, he did not know this at first. So we getting somewhere. We getting somewhere now.
No,
Up
no,
until
no.
this conversation, DJ,
What we're getting
up until
to,
this conversation, DJ Junior felt as though he couldn't come talk to
no,
you.
no, no, because remember,
DJ,
you're absolutely right. We are getting somewhere because remember earlier in this conversation, you told me I had no rights, so I had to beat one of y'all up. Now I'm back again, so I'm talking to you. I'm trying to
it's
tell you that even though I was wrong for putting my hands on one of y'all. Y'all were wrong for trying to tell my son something against his parents. So that's why I had to put hands on you. Now, if my son was to come to me before he talked to y'all about this situation, we could have came down here together. But how do I know that you didn't plant the seed in my young son's vulnerable head?
Father DJ, we cannot plant this in your son's head. This is something that your son is. Yes, we do have curriculums where we talk about, we educate them on the LBG and how not
Why?
to mistreat
Why?
the,
Why?
because that's just part of the curriculum, sir. And
No,
see,
no, no,
we
no,
was
no,
going somewhere
no. That's
earlier.
not,
We was getting somewhere
sir.
earlier,
Teaching,
and you want to be
teaching. Wait a minute.
combative.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a
He
minute.
wants to
Okay.
be combative. Now I see
If
why DJ
if I
Junior is under
if
this
if
oppression.
if
This is oppression to
okay,
DJ
sir.
Junior,
If
sir.
I wanted to have a class to where I just wanted to just have nothing but the heterosexual boys and girls in that class, wouldn't somebody said I wasn't being fair to those homosexual folks?
When sir, we talking about DJ Junior.
No, you can't have it both ways.
No, we having a DJ Junior way, and the way
Okay.
that DJ Junior wants, he wants to be a female.
No.
I don't see the problem that the bucking back at, what, this is your son. Do you love
Because
your
this
son?
because
Do
this
you
is what
really love
parents do,
your
folks.
son?
Because this is what concerned parents do. A concerned parent will come to a
And
school
yes,
or
we
talk
understand
to their
that
administrators
concern.
and say, "Oh, my son is not in a position right now to decide what what is best for him. He's
Well,
not
he
in
feel
that
as though this
position."
is best,
I don't
and
give a damn what he feels.
sir, please don't swear at me. You've been combative, and we think we want I'm just here to talk about the best interest of DJ Junior. If you do more studying, it's been men that was born men and felt as though they was women in the sense they had parents sort of like what you spewing right now, Father DJ. Not to be rude, they have self-deleted themselves because they couldn't take the pressure that they parents, they couldn't come to their parents, they couldn't take the pressure, so a
Well,
lot of them have committed self-deletions because
okay,
of situation. And
okay,
we
wait.
and what we trying to do now is trying to use proper preventive measures to prevent DJ Junior from making
making that decision of self deleting, because now that I'm speaking with you, I'm seeing what DJ Junior is going through, because, sir, for the past 10 minutes, all you have been is very combative.
Okay,
You
okay,
you
sir,
have not been
sir, sir,
receptive of
sir,
what you haven't
sir.
been receptive of what DJ Junior wants. Only thing I've been hearing from you, Father DJ, is what Father DJ wants, and not what DJ
Okay,
Junior wants.
sir. Now, what I'm going to do is, I heard you bring up the self deletion thing, so I'm going to go ahead and give you some, as you say, and if you don't know, you could be ignorant of the facts. So I'm going to say that you're ignorant to the facts. But most people that go into the transition surgery, they are more applicable at 35, 36, 37, 40 years old to self delete, because for something in him that clicks to say, you know what, I'm a man. But I
When
don't have that. I don't have that one thing that identifies me as a man. So the majority of those deletions that you're talking about, those self deletions that you're talking about, don't happen before. They
Yeah,
happen after.
yes, there has been occasions where that
No, not
type
occasions.
stuff that happens. However, sir, I know you want to go back and forth about this, and I understand it's something new to your family. You didn't know, you didn't realize you had a son that's just special and different,
Mm.
and the DJ Junior is just different.
Well, that,
He don't need to be made feel as though he should
but
be outcast and treated with this oppress of how he's truly, what he truly believe, who he are inside, Father DJ. And what we want the best for you, and we want you to be the best for DJ, in the best interest of DJ Junior. We want you guys to be together. We want you to support him. He wants to support you. He wants you to love him for who he really are, Father DJ. And all we need for you to just be more understanding, listening to what DJ Junior wants, and taking consideration. He been speaking about coming up, taking
mhm,
procedures
mhm,
to terminate his penis.
mhm. Well, first of all, okay. To answer the to answer the question down in the chat room, I think I think the reason why he's using this voice is because he feels that if he speaks, dare I say, in the white voice, that I'm going to back down a little bit. But as I told him earlier, just because your skin tone is lighter than mine, that does not give you does not
Sir,
give
this
me
don't
the
have
reason to
anything to do
listen
with
to you.
race.
What?
My grandson is
Oh,
Caucasian.
oh, here we go.
He has gotten the same procedure. And guess what? Guess
Huh?
what, Brother DJ? Even
What?
though, even though I felt differently, because
Uh,
we both was raised in the same era. You know what I'm
uh,
saying? We both was raised in the same era. But
uh,
I had to check myself
uh,
and think about what was best for my grandson.
uh.
And this is his life that he has to live. You don't have to live DJ Junior's life.
No, I don't, and
And,
I
and
can't.
sir,
I
and
can't.
sir,
Right.
so do you really want your son? He's telling you that he feels like he's a woman and he should terminate his penis. And
Okay, he can
sir,
tell me that.
sir,
Listen,
see,
listen,
you
sir.
can't
I'm
listen to me right
no, no,
now, sir.
because I
I can only imagine the conversation if DJ Junior decides to have with you, and all you're gonna do is fight him and not listen to understand him, Father DJ. I feel so horrible for DJ Junior. Why?
well, listen,
I feel so
listen. I
horrible.
understand it, and I
You know
appreciate.
when the crowds
I
come and the police is like,
right. I was about to say I appreciate the crocodile tears that you're putting out for DJ
sir, this
Junior,
is not crocodile's
but
tears.
Junior,
These
but
are
trust me,
concerns.
but Junior
These are
gonna be
concerns
all
for
right.
your son. This is
Junior.
these are tears because I care. It seems like I got more care for your son than what you do right now. The way you talking, DJ, you're not trying to understand DJ Junior. You
You are
you
out your
you,
mind.
you You want to come?
You are out your mind. I don't even
You
know
want to
why.
come back?
I don't even know
Back?
why I sat in this office and had this conversation with you this long. Junior,
This
get your shit out the locker.
no, don't
Let's
speak
go.
to him like that, sir.
Junior,
Sir,
get your shit out your locker
sir,
because
if
you're
you're
not
gonna
coming back to the school no
continue
more.
to speak to him that way, we're gonna get the authorities. DJ
Huh?
Junior, I'm here in support of your son, and we was hoping that you have the same support system that we do. All we trying to do, we're not trying to tell you what to do as a father, sir.
You out your damn
All
mind.
we are saying that
I'm saying you out your mind.
your son told multiple people, and then he
Mm,
told the principal. I had a
mm,
conversation with him as his
mm-hmm.
teacher, and I asked him to think about this before he make that decision. And
Okay.
he feel as strongly the way he
Mm-hmm.
feels about it. He feels that he really want to terminate his penis.
Okay. Again, sir, I will ask you: Is Junior
Yes, go
18?
ahead, Father DJ.
Is Junior 18 yet?
No, he is not, sir.
Okay. Until Junior hits 18, then we can have this conversation about what Junior wants to do with his life. Until
Well,
that time, no. Because
that's
wait a
the
minute,
hiccup.
sir. Wait a minute, sir. Wait
Yeah,
a minute.
yeah.
So if I was wait a minute, if I was allowed Junior to go out and drive a car and kill somebody, knowing that Junior shouldn't be behind the wheel of a car,
Are you trying
is
to
is
imply? Are you
am I, is that will I
Father
not be
DJ?
charged? Will I
Father
not? Well,
DJ? Are you
what?
implying that him wanting terminate his penis is equivalent to deleting someone? Are you implying that?
Well, in the grand scheme of things, basically, if you look at it, yes, it is.
Sir,
It's it's
that is
it's not
so
it's not it's not it's
that
not
is
a
so out
deletion.
there,
It doesn't count as
Father
wait a
DJ.
minute.
That
It,
is
it
so
it
out
doesn't.
there.
No, it doesn't count as a deletion. But one thing's for sure
Do
is
you know
once he
the
has that.
purpose of the
Wait,
rainbow flag, Father DJ? Do you know the purpose of that? You know how many men of the rainbow community have died because of the belief system that you just spewed out, Father DJ?
and no heterosexual men have died for their belief systems.
We talking about DJ Junior, and
No, no,
you
no. I
have a
don't. We're not
special
talking
type of
about. No,
son.
we're not. No, we're not talking about DJ Junior right now. We're going on that statement that you said
So
that
what
you
is the
know how many.
conversation about? I'm here for DJ
The
Junior.
fuck.
Look at him. He's sitting up there. He's crying. He's crying
You better
because
wipe them.
he
You
feel
better
as
wipe them
though
tears out
he
your
feel
eyes.
as though he cannot come
Didn't
to
I?
his father about this procedure. He
Didn't I
wants
tell
to
you to go get
terminate
your
his
shit?
penis.
Didn't I tell you to go get your shit? Why are you still talking, sir?
Sir, if you go to scream at me like that again, I'm calling the authorities.
Junior,
And
go
I
get your
asked you
shit.
nicely one time before, sir.
Junior, go get
Sir,
your
sir,
shit.
sir. If you yell at him in an aggressive manner, violent manner, sir, I'm gonna have to get authorities and to call CPS. Sir, do
Yeah.
you want the CPS involved?
Even my dog.
I
Even my
call
dog
you
barked
here.
at
I
that
call
bullshit.
you here because your son came to us
Uh-huh.
and he telling he the clothes that you send him to school in. His female classmates bring him panties, bring him dresses, purses, and with other female garments because this is who he feel like he's are. And what you're doing to the best, you're not thinking about the best interest of DJ
Yes, I
Junior
am. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me ask you a
hold
question.
on,
Let
hold
me
on
ask.
for a second. Hold on for a second, Father DJ. You
Oh,
couldn't be
damn.
thinking about the best interest of your son DJ Junior because obviously this is who he feel like he's are. He felt like that he's a female in a man's body, and you keep forcing the man concept on him. Trust me, sir. I have some.
Okay.
You want the best for your children, and the best for your child
You're
of
funny.
DJ. The best of your child is to allow him and love him and support him through this process of being a woman.
Well, you got two of those things right. I am going to love him. I'm going to support him.
So stop
But let
there.
me
So
ask you,
stop there.
wait,
All
wait.
that
Let
other
me
stuff,
ask you,
that's
sir,
where you get
sir,
the hiccup
sir,
from, sir.
sir, sir,
You just stop
sir,
there. Just love
sir,
him, sir.
Mr.
Love
White
him in
Man,
this process.
Mr. White Man,
He
Mr. White
wants to
Man,
terminate his
Mr.
penis,
Whitman,
and you
Mr.
should support
Mr.
it,
Whitten,
sir.
Mr. Whittendale, Mr. Whittendale, Mr. Whittendale.
Yes, go
How
ahead.
how long have you known DJ Junior?
This school year, sir.
That's it.
Yeah.
The school year's been 3 months long. So you mean to tell me in 3 months you have come to this rational decision that my son should be able to come and talk to you, and in 3 months after you talking to him, less than 3 months of being in this school system, that you can make this honest discernment that yeah, DJ Junior says he wanted to wear dresses and
Yes, and you know why? You know why,
because
Father DJ?
why? Uh-huh,
Because out of these 3 months, he
uh-huh.
never he DJ Junior expressed to me countless of times that he never had his chance opportunity to speak with you out of the time that duration that he's been living in your custody. So with those 3 months, I was able to listen to your son and support your son and love your son through his decision. These are not my decisions, sure.
Yeah, you was out your
These are
damn mind.
DJ Junior's decisions.
Yep, yep. DJ,
He wants to
you ain't got
terminate
your
his
shit
penis.
yet. You ain't got your shit yet. Why not? Go get it. Go
He
get it.
wants to terminate his penis, and I think that
Yeah.
you should take in
Yeah,
consideration.
yeah, here, take the keys. Go put your shit in the car. Yeah.
No, sir, he do not want to leave with you right now until you start supporting him.
I got one more ass whipping
We,
to
we,
hang up.
with those language, sir, we definitely not. I'm a mandate. We are mandating porn, sir.
You what?
So you just used abusive language, sir, and now at this point, you have made multiple statements of violent
Mm-hmm.
threats
Mm-hmm.
against DJ Junior because of his belief system, sir. We
Mm-hmm.
at this point, sir, we can no longer relinquish the DJ
No,
Junior into your custody.
no, no. First
We
of all,
thinking
you
about
didn't
the
hear you didn't
safety.
hear me at
We
no
thinking
point
about
in
the
time
safety of
during the
DJ
course of
Junior,
this
sir.
conversation. Hey, yo, get out. Hey. At no point in time, sir, did you hear me scream at my son. But what you did
Yes,
hear me
sir.
say,
You
no,
have made you have been
no.
very volatile, sir. You have been very volatile, and you seem to very angry. You was very aggressive. You was even aggressive with me. I had to tell you 3 times to stop screaming at me, making these threats. And I told you that 3 times. You was even with that with me, sir. So at this point,
Well,
I don't
what
think
time
it
you get
would
off?
be best. I
What
don't
time you get off?
that it
What
would
time
be
you get
best
off work
until
today?
you cool down. Until you cool down, I
Mm-hmm.
understand, Father DJ, that this is new news to you, but this are
Mm-hmm.
old news to us, and we just here to support your child. We not
Okay.
against you. We not against him, and
Mm-hmm.
you treating this matter as if we're against you.
Okay. Well,
Only
let me
thing we
ask you.
doing is supporting.
Okay.
We would
Well,
teach you,
well.
and if you want parenting classes
Mm-hmm.
to teach you how to properly support your son is different. DJ Junior is different. So we,
Different
we have
than
we
what?
have courses
Different.
to teach
Different
you
in
how
what
to
way?
support your son.
Different
He
in
wants
what
to
way?
be.
How is
He
my
feel as though
son
he's a
different?
woman
How is my son different? He will be different
because he
if
feel as though he
if the
trapped
other children.
in a male's body.
How? How?
And Bobby, listen. All you have to do is just talk to him and listen to him, sir. He
But
felt
where would
I
he
listened
get
to your
where?
son in 3
Okay,
months.
but my
Then
thing
you
is,
listen to him in
sir,
15 years,
sir,
sir.
and this is very important. So I want you to hear me out on this. This is important. Okay. How or where would my son get the wherewithal to decide that he feels like a woman when his brothers and his mothers and I have been teaching him the ways of a man?
But that's something that's what make your son different and special. He never felt as though it worked on your other children. I can give you that, DJ. But DJ Junior, it didn't work. He feel as though he's still a woman. This is some become we have a lot of cases where it was a lot of boys who grew up with brothers, uncles, male cousins, and it was very rough, aggressive. But it was your son is the one of those sons that just couldn't, just felt as though he was still a woman. Sir, all we trying to do is trying to get you to understand. We know that according to your belief systems, that this is going to be kind of rough on you and hard on you, and we're not trying to be
Well,
hard on you, Father
well,
DJ.
no. See, I
We
see.
just
As
want
a,
you to support
I
DJ Junior.
I see. You got some folks in the peanut gallery that disagree with my parenting skills, and that's okay because no two parents
We
raise their
can help
children the
you,
same. Let me
right?
finish, sir.
We can
Let me
help you
first,
with your parenting
sir.
skills.
First of all, DJ Junior is now 15 years old. So I think between the ages of 1 and 15, I all right without the help of you and other said school administrators. Now,
Well,
if
he
it
already
comes to the
made the
point,
appointment, sir. He made the
what appointment?
he, ma-
Appointment for what?
him and his classmate made an appointment to I believe it was coming on December 23rd, December 22nd at 1 p.m. at
Uh-huh.
at St. Michael's Hospital.
Okay.
Um, he scheduled a appointment for the penis termination.
Oh, okay.
And that's
Well,
what we
that's
was
not
going to
happening.
disclose.
That's
That's
not
what we was
happening.
going to disclose to you, sir.
That's not happening.
And
That's
that's
not
what
happening
we was
because
going to
that's not
disclose.
happening
We was
because
going
he's
to disclose
underage.
this to
No,
you, sir.
that's not happening because number one, he's underage. You hadn't spoke to his mother or you
Sir,
hadn't spoke to
that
his
is DJ
parent.
Junior's.
No, it's not.
That's
No,
his.
no,
That's his decision,
no.
sir.
There's some medical procedures that children are not allowed to do or have without the consent of their parents. So what you're saying is something that's life affecting like that. It has to be talked to with the parents first. So no. You just can't arbitrarily go take a child
And that's
into
why
a.
I called you in to have this conversation with you,
That
sir.
still
No matter
doesn't.
you like it or not, DJ Junior is going to. He feel as though he going to get his that go follow through with that procedure. And
Okay. And when
all we hear
is there
is
two?
all we hear
Is there two appointments that day? One for you and one for DJ Junior.
no, that's for DJ. Sir, I told you to stop personalizing this. This is DJ.
You
We
can't get
brought you here. We brought
you
you
can't
here
get
to
no more
have the
personal than this.
conversation.
You can't
We
get no
brought
more
you here.
personal than this.
No,
What the hell?
we brought you here to have the conversation. And that's why I call you into office because DJ Junior's expressed to the gym teacher said that he cannot come to his father about this. This is something he had hidden, and DJ Junior made up his mind. We asked, he'd been to counseling for a couple of weeks about this. He'd been expressing with his classmates, and he real serious about this. He wants to get that removed, and
Okay.
all we doing is having a
Again,
conversation. Father
sir.
DJ, all
Again,
I
sir.
will tell you, just
Again,
support this
listen. Okay.
decision
I
and love
understand
him
this.
through the
And so
decision.
let's
See,
let's
one more thing, Father DJ.
okay. Let's
Like I do
before
my kids, you
okay.
have to. Your children gonna see what's wrong with our parenting is that our children can never grow up to us, and I understand that. I understand our children. We have them, we raise them, but your children when they hit a certain age, they become their own people,
But
and
they're still
so and
grown.
so and
They're grown
so
children.
they're gonna make their own. They're gonna make their own decisions, and the decisions that DJ Junior is making, you have to just love him through the decision. It's not. It's
Well,
not.
yeah,
It's not tasteful for you.
and I
It's
agree
not
with
that
you.
tasteful for you, sir. But it's tasteful for DJ Junior.
Okay, well,
And this is
I
his
listen.
life.
You're right. Listen. Before let's get off
Go
this
ahead.
subject.
Go ahead.
But you're absolutely right. Once Junior reaches the age of 18, whatever endeavors he wants in his life, whether he wants to live his life as a woman, whether he wants to live his life as a man, whatever job he wants, whatever career he chooses, I'm still gonna be his father. I'm still gonna love him.
Yes, you will always be his
right.
father.
But until the
That's
age
not
of
what
18,
the law states, sir.
no, that's what the law does. The law does state that. It clearly states that.
Those are your rules, sir.
No,
The law
the law
states
states
that
clearly. sir.
15 years
The
old, he
law,
can make his
no,
own decision
no,
of that, sir.
the
I
law
think he might.
states
I
clearly.
have a pamphlet. I will give you a pamphlet. Here goes some pamphlets.
I don't want them. I don't want them.
These
I
are
don't want them.
pamphlets of the decisions
I
of
don't want them.
newer kids. You don't want
Mm.
the pamphlets, sir, but these are the rules and regulations.
No.
Now, I called you here so you won't be surprised that
Uh,
your son gonna come home after December 23rd, dickless. Sir. So
well, well,
Yeah,
I tell
why
you what.
are we talking about this shit, man? Why are we making jokes about cutting off a young boy's penis? Why are you doing this, JP? This shit sounds sick, man.
because
You've been on this about an hour now. So,
I
Yeah,
understand that
I'm
that's your
trying to get
brother.
right.
I
I'm trying
understand
to get off of
he,
it. I'm
I
trying to
understand
leave this conversation behind.
I understand. What's your name? Hank, Mr. Hank. I
He's a
understand that
character.
Father DJ is your brother. You DJ Junior uncle. I'm quite sure he loves you guys both. He love you guys both. All we saying is to support DJ Junior. He wants to do this procedure, and he gonna do it. There's no law stopping him. We just don't want you guys to have bad blood and make him feel uncomfortable to the point where he's in an environment that's unbearable for him.
yeah,
And because that could be very detrimental to
this
your
is a
son,
bad joke,
DJ
JP.
Jr. That
I
could
probably wouldn't keep doing this, bro.
this
I
could
wouldn't
be
use this.
this could be
Do you want to
a
keep doing
bad environment for your son, DJ Jr. And we do not want to have him in that environment. So we try to have this conversation, have some solutions, come up to a conclusion where you support him through his decision making. He decided that he made the appointment, sir, not me. He did. DJ Junior made this appointment, and so he gonna follow up through with it. I don't know if he will. He might change his mind when he get to the office. But as where it stands today, that DJ Junior is gonna follow up through with those decisions, and uh, we wish you well. We wish you luck. If you feel as though that you cannot take DJ Junior and terminate his penis, we have some counseling that we give both of you guys, and on how to, and we give you some classes on how to, because I know this is a new concept. This is like a new thing where a lot of these guys, they just now feeling the guts to come out and express who they really are, and you should love him for that, to be that brave, to be that brave, to come out and say this is who he is. That is very
Okay.
brave in your
Okay,
son.
okay,
He's
sir. Can we,
very
sir?
core.
Can we possibly move on to another conversation? Because there's absolutely nothing that you can tell me in the last hour that we're talking about that's going to convince me that you are right about this situation. Listen, I'm not saying I'm the world's greatest dad, but to my children, I am, and that's all that counts.
But you can be
That's
a
all
better
that counts.
father. You can be a better
No.
father.
The only way that I could be a better father to them children is to my children is for them to tell me, "Hey, pops, remember back when I asked you for that bike that then you didn't get it." Okay, I understand that, but as far as being the consummate dad or the greatest dad in the world, who's to say who is and who's not? It's only your children that can say that. So that's just bottom line. It's the only opinion that goes in my book when it's all said and done, when it's all written, that the boys that I put on this earth, that I know that when I leave behind, that my legacy is fulfilled. And I hopefully the things that I gave to them, that they'll pass on to their children when they're going on. I hopefully that they'll have this same conversation about their children, that although at 18, they can do what they want to do until they reach that threshold of being 18. My rule is law, not the government, not the state. My rule is law under this roof. And until you are able to go out and fend for yourself, do the things that you do to be productive in society, then you can talk to me about the other things that you want to do in life. Until then, you got no words for me.
Well, I'm
Not
about
it's not do as it's not do as I say. It's not do as I do. It's do as I say.
sure it is. Well, I'm about to conclude this interview with you. Here's these pamphlets.
You can keep. You can keep them.
I suggest that you take them now. If you don't want them, that's fine. Um, DJ Junior, do you feel safe? You know we here for you, buddy. We gonna love you through this. DJ Junior, don't cry.
Junior, Junior
Don't
been
cry.
in the car. Junior
Don't
been in
cry.
the car. Junior
Don't
ain't
cry,
been in it.
DJ Junior. You don't
Junior
have to
been in
cry.
the car.
We here for you, DJ Junior.
Junior saw that look I gave him. He been in the car. Junior been in the
DJ
car for
Junior,
about the last 45 minutes.
don't cry, sir. Don't cry. We here for you.
Junior been in the car, bro.
We're gonna love you through this. We here for you, buddy. We always gonna be here for you.
Right. But anyway, let's go on to a different topic there, JP. The doctor was saying something about economics and what it takes to get ahead for us as black men. And someone asked you, what is your plan? What plan do you how are you going to implement to get us on that path to equality? What you got? What you got for us?
Well, I had to be honest with myself and come out the realization that maybe if I hang around more like-minded people, because without the motor, I don't care how you dress up the vehicle, it's never
call the rum without gas do it.
Yeah. So if all of the parts is not operating in the same fashion, it's not going to work. So when we talk about, black men got multiple different beliefs, multiple ways of how they view society and what they do with money and all this other type of stuff. I think we have to get all of that back in order, and where everybody gears is operating the same way. Until we get everybody gears operating the same way, there's no way impossible for a machine to operate correctly if all of the gears is not moving correctly.
Right. So wouldn't you agree, as I've heard several times in the YouTube streets, us as black men, we are the gatekeepers of our community. So wouldn't you agree with that one statement that you just said, that we're responsible for getting us in order first and then bringing our women in?
Well, I won't necessarily say that black men is the gatekeepers of our community. I think it's the women that's more of the gatekeepers of this present today time. They more the gatekeepers of this community.
So how did they get the key?
Well, that stuff happened, when they was allowed to take over, to take charge.
Okay. Now I'm gonna say this. I'm a product of the I've been around since the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. I've been around the world. I've been to just about, I won't say all 50 states, but I've been to enough of them to know that the people that I've run into, I've never heard anyone say that I put my husband out so I could go on welfare. I've never heard that until I came onto the YouTube streets. I never heard a black woman say, I put my husband out the house.
Didn't say it, that don't mean
No, I'm not saying, of course.
So did welfare started when social media came out?
Welfare was created more for the white individual than it was for black.
Yeah, but the programming, the policy was a little bit different in the 35 compared to the 70s when black women was taking it. So just because you didn't hear it, wait
now, because see, it was a point in time in the history of welfare that black women weren't allowed to partake in welfare.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, when they finally started it, fathers, according to their policy, fathers cannot be in the same homes. So a lot of those women.
They didn't say no. They didn't say fathers. They say able-bodied men could not be in the home. Able-bodied men. They didn't say fathers.
So you mean to tell me women was getting pregnant by paraplegic men?
No, able-bodied means that you're able to go out and do a job. Able-bodied means that you're able to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning instead of going over to the console and playing Madden from 9 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock in the evening.
If you're not a paraplegic, how ain't you able?
You're absolutely right. So what it was it's no man in no man in the home, whatever, however they dressed that up. But that wasn't just targeted towards black men, JP. That was targeted toward
But
every
it
man.
affected the black men the most.
Because the reason why you
Everything that was
say
a
it affects
detriment.
black men, because wait a minute, the reason why you say that it affects black men the most because you are one. That's why you can easily ratify and identify with the fact that it affects us more. But it's not true because on one hand, y'all say white people are on welfare more than black people. So how can it affect black men more if white people are the majority on welfare?
Well, the welfare recipients that I know was white in my baby mama community. The man was still allowed to be in the home.
Hold on just a second. Let me get this. I got to take a call.
Yeah. I'm finna end the stream. We went over the 3-hour mark. I'm trying to do like little 3-hour streams. Hank, you got anything else to say?
No, man. I'm very disturbed by you having this conversation about cutting this little boy's penis off, man. This shit's crazy. You something wrong.
I thought we moved past that. I'm shocked that you still
I thought we did too, man. But you, JP, just keep doing what you do, brother. Good job, brother.
I don't know why you still stuck on that boy's penis. All right,
you talk about cutting it off.
That's what they doing nowadays.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Poor kids.
All right, y'all. We gone, y'all.
Don't be